Yo, welcome back everybody. What's going on? Happy September. Last month in the quarterly before Q4 starts, and it's getting spicy already. Great to have everybody here. We're going to take a look today at something I don't think anyone else is looking at. This is going to be
Q4 starts.
Feedback. This is something that is a player. It's going to be important information to know. I doubt you're going to find it anywhere else. Stay tuned. So in this episode today, we're going to take a look at that. We're going to watch the Bitcoin chart, break it down. We're going to look at Ethereum. Was our Ethereum proposition playing out? It does seem that way at the moment. Let's see what else we got on the agenda. ADA, DOT, Algo, Solana, even EGLD. We have a lot to do today. So thanks for joining. Stay tuned. This is going to be a big day for us. We're going to be streaming for a while. So if you're here, smash that like button. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Check out the Discord. Jump in there. Keep up with our daily live streams. And it is the 1st of September. I'm going to do these quick. Whew. Check out Patreon, guys. Patreon today's the best day to sign up. Don't wait. There is no better day. We have a new level available for those just looking to support the stream and our one-on-one memberships. We drop those in price. So check out that. Today is the best day to sign up. What does this come with? Who is it for? Anyone looking to invest in themselves as a trader, to become a better trader. Any skill level, doesn't matter. Trade setups, technical analysis, macro market insights, all kinds of great stuff published constantly there. Join our group. Check it out. Love to see you guys join. So let's get to that secret. What is no one else looking at that we have? We are always trying to find the edge in the market. We look in places others aren't. So here we go. Don't tell anyone else. I don't want these other creators hopping on board as they always do. They will eventually. Figuring out our edges. Total crypto market cap. This is representative of all of the coins, everything in the crypto space added together. We've been following this a lot lately because it's had some really good insights to the market. It's moving differently than Bitcoin. That does make sense as dominance is down. It looks a lot more like an altcoin, to be honest. This reminds me of Ethereum, maybe Litecoin, but it's giving us something really spicy. So on the daily here, not only is our 20 daily moving average being respected and held, even in today's candle, we have a wonderful signal below us. I should have done this before the stream. A wonderful, exciting signal below us. If I can just pull it up. There we go. You guys know I'm not the biggest on crosses. They're not my favorite. But something on total makes it a little bit more compelling for me. We can see that directly below price today. The 50 and 200 moving averages have completed a golden cross. This is the opposite signal from a death cross, and this is a classic one. The 50 and the 200 crossing bullishly. If we zoom in here, this is where it's spicy. Typically, we dismiss these crosses as they aren't what we want to see. On this one, we couldn't have it any clearer than we do. The 200 is trending up. And the 50 trending up as well, crossing up and over. This is showing us an increase in momentum, not just for Bitcoin, but for the entire market. If I can make the argument very confidently that this is actually more important than just Bitcoin's price. This is showing us the entire market's health, and the entire market's health is saying momentum is up. Price is high above this cross. Maybe not my favorite place for it to be. But with that 20 weekly or 20 daily holding, is very confidence building. If we look at the retracement on total, back to May's highs, we can see we are far above the 786 retrace. This is a deep Fibonacci retrace. Typically at these levels, the market is signaling that it is looking to retest highs and move higher in the future. You can see that we consolidated right underneath the 786, creating doubt, question. Is this really going to happen? Are we really moving? But painted a nice bullish picture as it retested 2.1 trillion resistance over and over and over again, each time putting in higher lows, and now today breaking out. And I think you guys can feel this. Coins are moving. The market has a little more energy to it today than it has. It's very exciting. I doubt anyone else is looking at that. Doubt it. We'll see. They will soon, as usually happens on this channel. Market Cipher is set up really well here on the daily. Money flow is looking good. Momentum in VWAP. We couldn't ask for more here. This is really a powerful setup potentially. I was waiting for, earlier in August's highs to be broken, and I was looking for that signal. Today we got it. Now, total is a little bit weird. It is calculated, so we do want to see this daily close before we say, woo, moon time, right? But something tells me it's going to. Things are looking very good across the market. By calculated, I mean this isn't actually bought and sold. This is taking a bunch of data, aggregating it, and showing it to us on a chart. So there can be errors. However, I don't see any suggestion or evidence that this is an error at the moment. I just like to see that close, and we have a very strong signal. We can see on our RSI on the daily for total. Bullish divergence on our lows as price came down. Well, actually, price moved up. With the lows moving up and our RSI lows moving down, that's bullish divergence right there. This was a nice little tell. You could make the argument, and I would have to agree, we have bearish divergence on our highs. We do. This is suggesting that the trend is bullish. When you have divergence in both directions, which one do you use? That's a tough question that people ask. Well, everyone has to ask at some point in their trading career. And the answer usually is you go with the trend. You side with the trend. When the trend is unclear, sometimes you can get hints about what direction we're moving in by which divergence plays out. Here we see the bullish divergence playing out with a higher high. Very exciting. Very exciting stuff. MACD, bullish divergence, same deal as RSI, and we see momentum waning on the daily, looking to roll over. This is very big stuff. Very big. I'm not sure I looked at the weekly, but the weekly, all right, weekly momentum is up. Market Cipher actually not quite as clear cut on the weekly, but possibly, by the end of the week, we'll see. We'll see that confirm. So what's interesting on the weekly to me as well is, well, look right here. We had this doji close, this doubt-creating close, confidence-busting close. You can see our candle bodies were getting larger and larger as we rallied off of July 21st's low. And last week, we closed with a not-so-exciting candle, basically a doji opening and closing at the same value. Typically, that can signal reversal or a weakness in momentum. But in crypto, sometimes that's just the fake out. That's looking more and more likely here as we have eclipsed last week's high. We failed to make a lower low. Bears don't seem to have any control here. Totally out of control. After 3 months of dominance, bulls finally coming in. So there's your secret Bitcoin edge. Brought to you by Tom Crown. Not going to find that anywhere else. Keep an eye on total. Just keep an eye on it. This bad boy is really close to testing its all-time high. Let's actually see that quick. 2.5 trillion. Sounds like a lot. 0.4 trillion dollars. Yeah, 400 billion. In crypto, that can be done very quickly. Very, very quickly. Let's go ahead and jump into some other stuff here real quick. Let me stream mark that. Nice. What's up, Chad? How you guys doing? Reckoning. What's up, dude? Vesta. Think Make Decisions. How you doing? Bangs the Drum. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. The Bulls is back in town. Narbra Mamang. How you doing? Good to see, bro. Googly. Flip the Whip. Smarty Man. Foghorn. Right on. All right, let's jump into some other TA here. Bitcoin. See, here's what I like. We see Total making this move. We see Ethereum making this move. We don't see Bitcoin making it, right? So it's a little questionable. It's easy to doubt this. This is what I'm looking at. Where's my arrow? All right. There we go. If we look back in August, we have something very similar to what we're seeing right now. August 12th, August 17th, 18th, and 19th. So here, if you're a patron, you already know this. We had a pattern, right? Let's just call it a pattern to make it simple. We had a low that was bullish engulfed. And then we had a different reversal. We had a 3-candle reversal. A large-bodied red into a doji into a large-bodied candle in the other direction. So we have 1, 2. What we have now, provided today keeps rocking and rolling, is the same setup. It's literally the same setup. We have a bullish engulfed green after a red with a higher low. We had 1, 2, 3. Candle reversal with a doji in the middle. We may be playing this out again. Very well may be playing this out again. This pattern is very similar when you look at the lows. Very, very similar. Almost identical. I should say, there's another edge. We're just throwing out edges today. Just throwing them out. It's going to come down to the close today. It doesn't really need to do much. The rally today may have topped out just for today's daily candle. We have 5 hours to go. We'll figure that out as we go. But really, unless we see some crazy selling pressure, I don't see it happening. Closing here would be great. I think that would be the setup to a continuation candle in the next day, and things start looking really interesting. Let's take a peek at the Bitcoin. Where did that chart go? Take a look at the Bitcoin guide. Bitcoin guide for this month. Maybe this is it. Nope. Big fail. Big fail. It's probably this one. Here we go. This is our map. This will be our guide here for probably the whole month. We are currently moving up, testing that weekly resistance at 49.2, just shy of that today. We have our monthly pivot, our weekly pivots very close to price action. The monthly directly below 47.1, that's where just below the 20 daily moving average, right above the 200. We haven't tested the 200. A loss to that level, things aren't looking so good, right? We've been saying that for a while. I don't want to lose the 20 daily either, and it doesn't look like the market has too interested. Let's look at this. Both of these patterns, or the pattern that we just pointed out, which is pretty interesting. We saw a dip below the 200 twice. Now we're seeing that on the 20. I don't know really what to make of that, but it's hella interesting. We're seeing the pattern that we tested the 200 daily at play out on the 20 daily above the 200. That does feel like progress for me, doesn't it? I think today the only real thing I'd need or wish for in this close is to close above that 20 daily again. We closed yesterday below, similar to August 18th's close below the 200. Right after, right before popping up to new highs, and that is looking to me to be the probable move. Below us, the level we just have not stopped talking about probably since the start of August. Daily support. This is the last line of defense for the bulls. If this area is lost, well, hold me. It'll get spooky. 42.2 untested daily resistance. Looking to test it as support if we do move to that level. Below is 41.5. So now I believe this to be a range. That was the monthly level from last month's open. So if we trade down to 41.5, we are in a threat of a bearish engulfing monthly. Closing bearish engulf this month would be awful, and certainly would poke a lot of holes in my bullish case here. But I keep saying this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. There's no reason to be bearish until we see these validation levels. That doesn't mean take out a leverage long today. No. But what it does mean is relax, chill out. This is the last month in this quarter, and that's when we tend to see the spices happen. You can see a pretty clear pattern even. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 months. 1, 2, 3 months. So we have a red quarter of 3 red monthly candles, and now September shaping up, looking like a quarter of 3 green candles. Sometimes TA is that easy. Sometimes it is. Ooh, I know what I should pull up. If you were here last stream, if you followed along after the stream's great reason to be in the Discord, I post that day's chart. Or not post, live stream that day's chart in the Discord. You can follow along. If you were following along and there were a lot of people in there watching this, I can see why. We were looking for a test of 46.6. Literally, that's at the end of the last stream. We said, all right, if we break this low, we're going to 46.6. At the end of the stream, the low broke. That was that. Here we are. There we go. Right to that level. We can say this test did it. We got our retracement, came back to totally test it, and the pattern changed. The pattern changed right there. This was no longer what we had been seeing. If you look at these highs that are these lower highs, we had 3 in a row, 4 in a row, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. We can see the selling, the response to those highs was very strong. Didn't really push price percentage-wise very far, but it was the rejection. The move to a higher high and then a push to a lower low. We saw that repeat until right here. After our 466 target was hit, the retracement did have a pretty interesting rejection there on the initial candle, but as it fell, it did not have the same qualities. These are very different. This is more of a descending channel here, as what we saw earlier, just basically straight down rejection. This was a very strong signal. Very strong signal saying, look at me, something's different. We're doing a different pattern. It played. It played hard. Back to 47,855, a slight dip, boom, and we were discussing in the last stream this trend line up here, our descending high trend. We were talking about a megaphone, a name I might have made up. I don't know. I'm not going to take credit. I don't know if people call it that, but I call it a megaphone. Basically, it is a broadening wedge to the downside. Typically, it's a bearish pattern. What we were looking for is our high trend to break. We did that today. We broke our high trend. Came back up to test 49.1 again. What we'd like to see now is a back test of that high trend and a move to the upside. Yes, we are currently trading below it, but this is a 15-minute candle. Let's look at the hourly. Let's look at the 4-hour. Okay, good. Perfect. We have the setup. This is great. So on the hourly, just opened 5 minutes ago. We're trading below that trend line. Things are a little sketchy, but this is classic Bitcoin. Classic Bitcoin. You can see the previous hour's candle closed above it. What we're looking at right now very well could be a wick. We likely will see in this hour flip to green at minimum, and we'll be streaming live, so we'll know. At minimum, I would expect to see a test of that hourly resistance, 48.7. If we can break that level and break, we probably need to break the previous hour's high. We can have not just a green candle and a bullish engulf, but we can have a 3-candle trade setup. A large-bodied green, a small retracement candle after, and then a bullish engulfing green that leads to higher highs. The signal is the break of the bullish engulfing line, 48.7. I think that's highly probable today. Highly probable. Oh yeah, this is looking like a wick. Could be wrong, but that's looking like a wick to me. It's too perfect. If we don't though, so in the hour, and again we'll be live for this, so we'll see. You can call me out if I'm wrong. If we don't hold it and we fall back under this broadening pattern, we have invalidated it in some way, but that will lean bearish again. This is a very small time frame. We're in a much larger pattern if we zoom out. So we're talking very short. I'm talking likely to influence today, maybe tomorrow at best. We would look for a retracement. Where would we look to? 48,175 for the 0.5 and just above. Actually, that's looking very nice too. That's looking very nice. Just above 47,855, we have our golden pocket. Looks like 47.9 to, yeah, just 47.9. 47.9. That's where we'll be looking. What's nice about that is we could get a pretty fancy pattern here. I can't really point it out. This isn't perfect. It isn't perfect. But this would be a back test of what does look like a neckline. It's definitely a little sketchy. A little sketchy. It's not a clean looking inverse head and shoulders potential. But it's interesting that that golden pocket is sitting right at that area that we found resistance before our higher low and breakout. That does line up well. So there is hope regardless of how this hourly closes. With 53 minutes left in it, man, it really doesn't matter what it's doing right now. We're going to zoom in. Zoom in. I've been enjoying this because it really helps gauge what's going to happen in the rest of the stream. For once, there's no bearish divergence on our high. For once. We have a higher high in RSI, higher high on price. Again, 5 minutes, so take it with a grain of salt. Money flow leaves something to be desired, but momentum is up there on Market Cipher. Momentum has rolled over on the 5 minute, and it looks like we're dropping. Looks like we're dropping on the 5. We do have plenty of area to catch here, but the 5 minute not giving us that reversal signal yet. 15 minutes, same thing. Same thing. No bearish divergence on our high. That's excellent. Very uncommon, actually, from what we've been seeing over the last few months. Money flow in the 15 minute actually looks a lot healthier. This looks way better. We see a high, a higher low, and then a higher high. So what we're looking for now is another higher low. Then to move back up, push up a new higher high. I would say the 5 minutes still looking a little bearish. The 15 minute here isn't showing us reversal, but it's showing us potential. Showing us potential. It's giving us a setup that we want. We want it at this area. We want to see this potential. All it has to do is hold its high from earlier, or its low from earlier today. And that 5 minute kind of lines up with it. The 5 minute looks like it's trying to pull it down, then roll over. And so we're going to look for clues on our higher time frames as we move up. The 15 rolling over on MACD. So let's see what 30, 45 hourly are saying. What I'm loving here is there's no bearish divergence virtually on any time frame that none that we've looked at on our high. And it's just, I can't drill that enough. It is so uncommon. We have had bearish divergence like on every time frame when we move up. Really in all of 2021. So to not see it actually maybe makes me a little uncomfortable. Well, let's see. Same on MACD. So RSI and MACD on all these time frames. No bearish divergence. Momentum waiting off a little bit. So we're going to look for the 45 in the hour to give us clues. Here we go. 45 not showing weakness yet. It is very close. Very close as these two momentum bars. There we go. Right as we look at it, turns to waning. 20 minutes, still enough time to catch. Quick dip, and a higher high. This chart's looking good on other than the 5 minute, everything's looking pretty solid that we've seen, even up to the hour. There we go. This is perfect. This is the perfect setup. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to play out this way, but this is a setup that will catch many off guard if it happens. And we do seem to see that play out. So we have that candle on the hourly we were talking about, looking for buyers to push price back above that trend line. That will count as a back test on a small time frame, and we're looking essentially for a bump and run out of this. We saw on the last few hours increasing momentum, no bearish divergence on our high, and now we have this waning momentum candle. Something tells me, I have a hunch, that this will remain waning momentum until the hourly close. Watch. I should probably set an alert. The dude on my phone. I'll do it a little bit. At the end of this hour, it would not surprise me to see that momentum return and push higher. What that would do is really fix all these time frames we just looked at. We don't see any weakness here on the hourly. In fact, it looks like what we were trying to identify on the 15 minute. This is pretty darn good. pretty darn good. Very good. 2 hours showing no weakness. There we go. This is what I was looking for. We don't have to go through every time frame. This is what I was looking for. So the 2 hour, not only is it coming off bullish divergence as we had a higher swing low into this rally, a higher swing low in MACD, a lower low in price, coming off bullish divergence, and gaining momentum, even with the condition this 2 hour is in, not phasing the market, not phasing the indicators. Money flow, man, that's hard to see. Still low, but our momentum's reaching to the upside. Yeah, dude, things are looking pretty solid, actually. September is going to be an extremely spicy month, I have a feeling. We'll take a peek at the 4, and then we're going to do something else. 4 hour just rolled over on MACD. Looking to roll over on money flow on the 4. Look at this VWAP. That is powerful. When you're negative money flow, actually, it doesn't matter. Whatever direction money flow is moving. If you have VWAP moving like this in the other direction, you're looking for the market to roll over, to switch directions. And that's what the 4 hour is suggesting there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Support on that 4 hour, right at our golden pocket, which is very spicy here. From August, well, from today, from 8 to 12 UTC, right there, 47 or 48, right at our golden pocket, 47,960. Highly probable to hold as support if tested. So we'll see what happens on that. Daily still looking fine. Word. All right, let's move on to another coin. We're just going to get everything out of the way. And then we're going to do whatever you guys want to do. See what you guys are feeling. By the way, there is a poll going. Which comes first for Bitcoin, 58.8 or 30,000? Really, it's above. Are we going to see a new high first or a new low first? Looks like 80% of you are saying a new high. Not surprising here in the bull den. I wonder if that is reflective of sentiment across crypto. I'd probably doubt it, to be honest. Probably doubt it. 210 watching. Not so spicy. I thought there'd be like mad spice today. I'm amped. I don't know if you guys are amped. Hopefully. Ooh, I saw checkmark. What's up, Karma comment? Chameleon. Your name's hard to say, bro. But you're a great dude. Karma does awesome Reddit videos. He's in one of our creator groups. Cool dude. Check out his channel. Yeah. Go check him out sometime. Not during our live stream, but maybe after. Good to have you here, man. Good to see you. What's up, Bull Run? How you doing, Joey? How you doing, dude? What's up, Reactive Records Alchemist? The boys are here. Vesta, Narbra. Hope everyone in chat's doing well. Me too. Today, for the Bitcoin price. What's up, Rockham Chesterfield? I like that name. Very fancy. Steve! Benjamin Cohen tweeted 1 minute ago about total market cap. Well, I will say if anyone was going to find our edge, if you weren't here for that, DVR isn't able to go back. Go ahead. Rewatch it. If anyone was going to find it, it was Benjamin Cohen. Benjamin Cohen, man, I don't watch him often, but every time I tune in, I'm like, dude, me and him are on the same wavelength. We're on the same page with crypto. It's like crypto is risky. Approach it with taking basically minimal risk. DCA, I don't know. He's a clever guy. Definitely a clever dude. But there it is. There's proof. We get these edges, man. It doesn't take long for word to spread. The whales watch us. They do. They watch us. It's okay. What's everyone else saying? How you guys feeling? Oast Code. Crow's TA is the best of all YouTube channels. Well, we're crowned. I don't know if that was a typo. Hopefully. Or maybe we're just promoting Crow. Crypto Crow. I don't know. But thank you, man. Appreciate the 2. Great to have you here. Mr. Pickle. That means it's going down. Womp womp. Womp womp. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm not sold. I think if we're going down, we're just seeing that retrace. I still think this closes green. What's up, Gregzilla? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. The Daydream Band. Speaking of AMP, I haven't gotten any alerts on AMP. Not yet. Dufresne. What's up, Mang? What's up, Mang Dufresne? Mohammed. Hello from SRI Lanka. How you doing? Shout out to all of our SRI Lanka viewers out there. Great to have you. People all around the world. What up, Crypto Brune? Spicy day. Am I a whale? Depends on your definition. Depends. What's up, Mike Spinelli? Ultra Chaos Steve. Steve is in the best of ways my shiniest example of helping somebody on their trading path, man. Steve has been killing it. Steve has at times outshined me, and I like it. Keep it up. That's what I want. I want you all to outshine me. Use what I know and be better than me. Harvey Birdmang, what does the moon say? What does the moon say? That's a good question. Moon phase today. What is the moon phase? Oh, bud. What does the moon say? So following up on one of my favorite, well, my favorite video of all time, the Bitcoin and moon correlation. It's on the channel. Check it out. It does say something spicy's here. There we go. September 6th. When does this weekly close? This weekly closes the 5th. Ooh. Ooh. 1 day after this weekly close. So technically the next day, next weekly, we have a full or a new moon. If you watch that video, new moons, while certainly I don't trade by the moon, it is something I do occasionally peek out. We tend to see swing highs on new moons. We tend to see swing lows on full moons. So to have that new moon coming at the start of next week, pretty promising. That will be the first week to open in September. That's significant. That's pretty significant. I'm really glad it's a new moon, not a full moon. Especially where we're at now. The highs, though, you can watch that video, tend to come within 3 days before.
Over 9,000!
Tend to come. It's over 9,000. Welcome to our new patron, Mr. Narkso. Oh, yeah, Narkiso. What's up, man? Great to have you, dude. Thanks for joining. Look forward to chatting with you. Get learned. Steve is amazing. Dot. Yeah, I did. I got sidetracked. You're right. You're right, Greg. I'm so ADD. Let's take a look at Dot. Because our trade killed it. This was a live stream trade. Live streamed. Made this while we were live sometime in July. We were looking for a long position at $10. Trade down to 10.30. Our target. This was not our target. What happened here? Maybe because it's on the day. This was like our extension target. What happened though? We had there was another box here. I'm not sure what happened to it. I might have deleted it accidentally. Either way, we were looking for $30, essentially. We were looking for a 200% gain. We got it. Dot now, you're right, Greg. Dot looking beast. So little retracement off of our target, just under $30, aka the 618. Exactly as predicted. Retraced back to 2359. This was our potential. You know what? This is probably just like not the right chart for Dot. Maybe copy. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. I don't care. We have it live streamed, recorded. We don't need to prove it. Broke its high yesterday. So actually precursed what we're seeing right now. This trend line kind of roughly placed here. Created from the lows back in September 2020. We are now crossing it. Now crossing it. That's very exciting. Pushing past for a higher high. From that 618 level, crossing our trend, and this is like from all of Dot's history. The next upside target, actually, we're going to have to peek it this way. Monthly resistance, baby. Monthly resistance, $37.08. This is the equivalent of Bitcoin's 58.8 that we're looking for in this monthly candle. That's pretty nice. That's very nice. Weekly agrees. So we could have a zone of resistance from the monthly and weekly. And that would place us 37 to 42.40. I like 42.40 better, 420. I like that better. Weekly support is created right here. Why are you messing with me, TradingView? There we go. Weekly support. This is new as of this week. I guess technically was resistance. Now it's technically support as we broke it. 27.69. There might be an entry there. Could have it happen. If we don't see DOT continue to rally, something tells me it's on a ripper. It's on a ripper. But still, a great entry could be 27.69 here for DOT. And I think that's such a good one that I'm going to place it. There we go. We are going to play it which way? This way. We're going to take our stop loss just below our previous low. And we're going to look for that weekly level. Boom. We are madmen. Can we pull off another 53% from DOT? I don't know. Might be asking too much. It's already been so good to us. Ooh, 4 hour actually looks so good right there, man. Wow, DOT. I still think that's the entry. 27.69, but it is looking very strong. Retaking its 200 daily just so happened to be right at our take profit target when we got there. Retraced off of it. Bounced from the 20. We see the 150 crossing bullishly on the daily below us. That's the play, man. I'm convinced this is the play. This is not financial advice, but I think as an intelligent trader, here's like what's happened. Here's our narrative. We moved up. We rallied. We were retracing after a very extreme fall. Very extreme. It's like a 70% retracement. 70% fall from our high. Looking for that 618 level as we always do. When we got there, that 200 daily overlapping, strengthened that as resistance. Rejected price. Found support at the 20. Consolidated, bounced from the 20 again, then broke the 200. So what would we expect to see here? Maybe something like that. Push through, back test that 200. Just touch it. It's overlapping with our support. Boom, look for higher highs. That's gorgeous. That's a 3.4 risk to reward ratio, meaning if your stop is triggered, that is a 15.6% loss. If the take profit is triggered, that's a 53% gain. Risk to reward, risk management, the most important thing in trading. Fundamental. Oh, that's nice. You can almost see it on the weekly here. That 20 is cruising down. If DOT continues this trajectory, that 20 is going to look to come really close to that 50. And we might get one of our favorite signals there. On the weekly, 2050 bullish kiss. I can already see it. Just like my crystal ball, man. You can just see it happening, can't you? The 20 is already losing momentum to the downside. The gradient, the angle is slowly turning back up. That 50 is what's building confidence for me. 50 weekly is just trucking. So even if they do cross bearishly, it's unlikely to really play out in a bearish scenario as the longer moving average is trending up. It's a gorgeous chart. Let's do some moon targets. Who wants moon targets? Everybody wants moon targets. Let's take our high to our low. Where would we be looking for DOT? If we can break that $50 psychological barrier. Also all-time high. It's $49.78, but $50 is what you should call it. Make life simple. 50 bucks. We look for our extension targets. So from 10, man, this is silly. From 10, we would look for 130 bucks. $130 from 10. That's a 13x off the low. That is totally in the realm of possibility, provided we have the condition 50 is broken. Our measured move sitting above at 240, just under 250 bucks. That would be an amazing show from Dot. Amazing. All we have to do, break that $50 barrier first. So this is very far out. Moon targets are always long term. They're never tomorrow. They're never take action today. They're looking out to the future. 131, 240. Great places to look to take profit. Beautiful. I think that's good for Dot. Look at this. This trade actually is still in play as well. I don't even remember when this one was done. Oh, it doesn't have a stop loss, so that doesn't count. Stop loss is at 0. I won't take credit for that. What's up? 250 watching. We're climbing. Welcome. Welcome, friends. Bam. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's great to have you here. We're going to be live for some time. Today is a spicy day. I wanted to peek at Algo. I don't know if Algo is really doing much. Just got a good vibe from it. Maybe this isn't what I thought. Was it Algo? Nah, we're going to look at Ethereum first. Ethereum, exactly as predicted. Patrons knew this a while ago. Shared this with you guys on the last stream. Ethereum was painting an extremely bullish pattern. Extremely bullish. Check this out. On the daily, we were looking for this for Bitcoin. We were also saying, if this plays out, it's likely to bring the market with it. We might be seeing that. Total market cap is reflecting that. Ethereum painted our favorite pattern on the candles here, a flat-topped flag with our lows ascending, our lows coming up, higher lows. Typically, we expect those to break to the upside. It did. 3,437 was our only real resistance. So we said, here's what we're looking for. We're looking for a push to 34.3. We could see consolidation. We could see it back test that 33.25 area. But really, if we close a candle above 33.25, we're aiming for 4K. We didn't get there yet, but I mean, this is it. Like, where do we get to today? 37.9, so 3,800. Yeah. I like it. With the daily just rolling over, man, this has potential. This has potential to retest highs. If Ethereum can close a solid daily today, which it currently looks like it is, it's gunning. It's gunning for a retest of the high. 4,400 roughly. RSI is a little janky. We don't have RSI up too high, but I don't think there's any issues here. Is there? No, actually pretty healthy. Pretty healthy. You can argue bearish divergence, but there isn't at this point. It's only if you really want to be picky about it. Honestly, Ethereum's looking to retest its high. Let's do some moon math. Or we already did the moon math. Let's see if it still lines up. Let's see if it's still in play. Our 1618, so our first stop, 7,875. Again, none of these things matter until you break the high. So this is not to be excited today. Got to say it every time. Not financial advice. Our 1618, 7,875. Our 2 measured moves sitting at 11K. That sits in our box. That sits in our box of our macro measured move. These numbers might sound crazy. 25,000 on Ethereum. Might sound crazy. You haven't been in crypto long enough. They sound crazy, but man, once the market starts trucking, that's not going to be that big. We already traded up to 4,400. To see it go to 8,000, 7,900, 8,000, that's only a 2x. 25,000. Yeah, that's getting a little it's getting a little bigger, but that's really about a 5x from our high. Not impossible. I don't know if I would wait for 25k. It may not come. But if we reach 8,000, not a bad spot to start looking to take a little profit. This is far out in the future, but man, Ethereum has just looked so great for a while now. On the BTC pair, this is where we kill it. We do USD charting all the time, but we're more of a BTC pair channel. Crap, I turned off that alert box. My bad, guys. Alert box is back on, just so you know. Where did I buy this Bytecoin? We don't talk about anything called Bytecoin down. Thanks for the 5, bro. And then Ultra Chaos Steve Dot is amazing. Consider the Patreon. Oh, thank you. I should replay these. There you go. Just not going to read it. Why? Oh, well. Ooh. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't read it. Consider the patron. Yeah, I totally agree. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, brother. Check out the patron. New tiers, discounted tiers available. Limited time. My dang chat is gone again. Oh, well. We are really very much BTC pair traders here. That's what I like to do. That's what I know. That's what I'm best at. Doesn't mean we can't trade USD, but we have nailed this sucker. God, we have nailed this sucker since the start of the year. If you're in patron and you only took the Ethereum trades, I can't even imagine what percent you'd be up. This is played so cleanly. So cleanly. Off of our low in December 2020, right to our 044 level. Take profit. Moved back, retested 2020's highs, moved all the way up to our next upside target, 077. Retraced all the way back to 0.055 from our weekly. Dude, it's insane. So what happened is we had a void of resistance. Ethereum, over the last few weeks, has so cleanly, so perfectly, you can see we wrote that back here, so perfectly filled that void. Consolidated sideways. Freaked us out a little bit. At one point, this was looking very ugly. We had a flat bottom with descending highs. This was looking very ugly until roughly, July 30th. Broke out from that pattern, consolidated in the last few days. While we looked at it, we said, man, Ethereum does look pretty strong. It's just consolidating against BTC. Now it has retested 077. This is the last resistance. This is it. We have one more. Psychological, obviously, comes from the weekly, I believe. Nope, must be the monthly. Comes from the monthly. 0.1. So 0.1 to 0.11. That's it. If we see May's high in ETHBTC break, we're looking for Ethereum to move to 0.11. That means that one Ethereum is worth 0.11 Bitcoin, to put it in really simple terms. Let's see this price range. That is a 41% gain, but it's not a 41% gain in dollars. It's a 41% gain in Bitcoin value. So if Bitcoin moves up in USD value during this time, and Ethereum reaches for 0.11, that could easily be that 8K target. Easy. That would put Bitcoin at what? Around 80K. That actually kind of lines up. There's one more important value that's actually not on this chart, and it's not actually going to be found on this chart. This is derived in a different way. .015, roughly, within 1% of 0.15. And this value, yeah, you can say it's traded up to there. It traded there for like 1 second on Coinbase. I wouldn't usually count that, but there is significance to this level. If Ethereum trades versus Bitcoin, so even it doesn't matter what the dollar value is of either of these things. If Ethereum moves to 0.15 it will flip Bitcoin and market cap for the number one spot. How I interpret this is 0.11, 0.1 to 0.11. This is my large take profit target. 0.077 was my first smaller take profit target. Up here, 0.15. So I'm probably going to front run that a little bit. I'm not going to tell you guys my secret number. This is where I will look to offload a significant portion of my portfolio. However, I won't get rid of all of my Ethereum. Because if flippening happens, you're going to want some. You're going to want some. But this is where I'm going to look to really make those limit orders. I already have them set. I'm going to sell into Bitcoin right before the flippening. No guarantee we get there. I think it's totally possible. It's totally possible to cycle. But that's it. There's really nothing else. We could pull over here. 0.12, sure. My TA sense, my spidey senses telling me that's it. You move to 0.1, you're looking for 0.15 on the flippening. That's exciting. That's exciting. The profits, the mad profits up here will be wild. So, weekly momentum is up. Dude, Ethereum just looks great. Especially, it spent so much time. Wow, that was on the monthly. The momentum is up. Are you ready? Oh, you're ready. Are you ready? What's up, Larry? Mr. Larry. Been a member for 8 months in a row. Thank you very much, sir. Good to have you. Great to have you. I have to copy and paste this crap because this thing I paid for doesn't work. Anyway. So we haven't gotten there yet. This weekly close in 4 days above 0.77. And, well, any real trading above May's high and ETHBTC pair, I'm looking for upside. Below us, directly below us, the 20 weekly moving average. You could look for support if we close the weekly, maybe right here. You might look for support as this comes up, and maybe you'll have some kind of 3 candle setup paint. Like that. If the 20 weekly doesn't hold, the weekly not going to offer us a lot. So what we would expect is, you guessed it, a retest of support at 0.55. And actually, these need to be turned green because these are not resistance anymore. They are support. They have been back tested thoroughly. Thoroughly back tested. Check this measure move on Ethereum. 1618 sitting right at that 0.1. Dang, actually, I don't like that. That's strengthening the argument for me that maybe 0.12 is valid. We see multiple extensions sitting at that level. For now, we're just gonna stick to that though. There we are. I believe this is the more probable move. Even if it doesn't happen this week, next week, I think Ethereum, certainly by the end of this bull cycle, is aiming for at minimum 0.11 minimum. Minimum. A loss of 0.44. This is when you're going to know things aren't so hot if you lose this level. But dang, this chart's spicy. Everything's spicy today. It's the spice of life. Look at this thing just chilling. Pushed up. Chilling. I love it. Not the most glorious pattern on the 15-minute. We see kind of that flat bottom, ascending lows. This is the 15-minute time period. Really isn't going to have a big play. Where are we going to look for retracement? It's 4 hours. Possibility of 34.37 still to backtest. Whether it's we reach all the way to 4K and come back, or we topped out here and come back, doesn't really matter. We're just going to look for that to hold as support. And if it does, man, Ethereum is very confidently pushing for new highs. Very confidently. What a great trade Ethereum's been. That RSI is all the way up there. I love it. It's just prepped. A little consolidation below. Popped off. Right on. I think we're going to look at ADA. How is this played? So since our last stream, we were looking for 273 to hold. We were looking for consolidation, sideways trading. That's what we were pointing out, is that this is very good to see. We're seeing that same pattern as Ethereum. We're seeing a flat top. We're seeing multiple tests to resistance. Our lows coming up. And as long as that remains true, we're looking for $3.33 up to $3.57. That's what we're looking for. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, man? ADA traded what? March 2020 to 1 cent. 1.7 cents. Just over a year ago. Now at $2.85. That's 100x. Easy. And I know it traded lower on some exchanges. I know it did. Like Kraken, I think it went to like 100 or 1,000th of a penny or something. All right, weekly momentum is up. Money flow actually not so confident on ADA there. Not that surprising. ADA has put on so much gains-wise that to see a little bit of slowing on our momentum, not really surprising. High above our 20 weekly and 20 daily. A few streams ago, we pointed out this wonderfulness right here. This was before we broke to a new all-time high. This is Crown TA. You won't find this anywhere else. Our own unique methods. Here we are on the day. Here we are. No. Yes, on the day. So back here, back early August, late July, we pointed this out. I'm just wanted to bring this up. This is a pattern, a moving averages pattern. So we don't even need price. We don't even have to look at price. A moving averages pattern. Is that a real thing? I don't know, but this is what we do. This is TA that I've made up, and it seems to consistently play out. We have a pattern called a kissing, and so this caught my eye extra because typically kissing would only need something like this. We have the 20 moving down to cross bearishly, and at the last second just kisses it, reverses. That would have been a bullish signal in and of itself. But we had something extra special that I'm not sure I've ever seen in this fashion, and this was a huge confidence booster for me in ADA. This is why I was looking for retest of the all-time high. We have all of our daily moving averages, the 20, the 50, the 100, all of them doing the same thing. I don't have a word for this yet. Moving average orgy. I don't know. Something like that. All of them. 1, 2, 3 significant daily moving averages, all signaling the same thing. This was wild. This was absolutely wild. Ethereum gave us something similar, but not as strong. Not that long ago, right? It's just not going to do it. What the heck? Is it raining where you guys are? It is like doom storming here. Oh, these are all messed up. Where is it? It's like I'm... Now I can't find it. Oh well, not going to waste time. We got something similar. Anyway, that just wanted to point out this pattern. We were looking at it back here in ADA. We got this awesome setup on moving averages, and boom. If this isn't proof that that kissing is real, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. This pattern looks great candlestick-wise on the daily for ADA. You have a flat top. That's what we always like to see. Flat top, lows coming up. This is looking to break to the upside. Probability-wise, favoring the upside break. 297 is our all-time high. We can see that same thing. Retest of the high, maybe another low. Higher low, retest. And then you're going to look for a measured move to the upside. Because we've never traded above these levels, we have no way to pick out take profit targets. The Fibonacci extension and retracement tool helps us with that. And as we said, $3.33 to $3.57. Very bigly. Now let's do the moon math. This chart isn't going to be able to do it. Because this isn't the whole history. This should do it. Yep. Now for the moon math. Where might the Fibonacci extension tool suggest the next all-time high would be? We've done this before, I just wanted to do it again. How does $17 sound? I think that sounds pretty good. Again, if you're not familiar with these tools, it's all dependent on breaking the high again. So without the highs broken, you're not looking for these. You're looking for these on a breakout. Our local extension showing us about 18. Our macro, which was not placed correctly because I was wondering why those numbers were different. There we go. Our macro looking for 21. There we go. I was like, that's not the number that we found last time. 21. So scratch that. How's $21.88 sound? Totally possible by the end of this run. Higher numbers are even possible. 113 is too spicy to name right now. But that's even possible. I think 20 to 21, or I guess 18 to 21, that is definitely where my sights are set. By the end of this cycle for ADA. Pretty wild. Oh, yeah. What else we got? Oh, yeah, let's read chat. Nice. More people joining. 300 viewers. What's up, everybody? What up? Good to have you here. Yeah. We got a new one.
It's over 9,000!
Mr. Reggie. Reggie Handsome. Welcome to the Patreon, my friend. Good to have you. I tip my fedora to you, my friend. If you haven't checked it out yet, Patreon, give it a look. Exclusive educational content, trade setups, technical analysis, macro market insights, all kinds of goodies. Today is the best day to sign up. That's why we're talking about it. Today's the best day. If you are at all considering it, don't wait. Patreon charges on the 1st. It doesn't prorate. So if you wait a week to sign up, you just lose a week of being in the Patreon. Don't do that. Sign up today. Pull the trigger. Join the fam. All right. So at the beginning of this episode, we were looking at this hourly, and I was saying we're probably looking at a wick. I'm not always right. 9 minutes to go. Does not look like we're looking at a wick, does it? That's okay. We've hit our 0.5 retrace at 48.1. This was our other option. 15-minute closing above it. Not the best. Not the best. Let's see if we have any signs of reversal. The 5-minute is looking to roll over here, which is nice. After a prolonged selling off that high. RSI, we see bullish divergence on our low time frames. This hourly close very well may see reversal into the next hourly. We see momentum on the 5-minute rolling over. We see money flow rolling back to positive, and we have bullish divergence on our low for RSI. But this is the 5 minutes, so let's actually consult like adults with real time frames. Here's what we were looking for if you've been here the whole stream. 15-minute. We said this looks pretty strong. We have a high, a low, a higher high, and now we're looking for a higher low. We have not made a lower low yet. This green line here is where we were looking. If it moves below this line, we have a lower low, and then we're seeing the 15-minute rollover. We haven't gotten it yet, despite this selling. Still a higher low. If that holds and in the next hour, as I was speculating, we see a reversal locally, we're going to see that trend back up, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3 higher highs in a row. Extremely healthy. We saw it roll over here, and now we're seeing how much the bulls got on the other side. Show me what you got. Bullish divergence is really looking to paint here almost no matter what. In order to invalidate bullish divergence, we'll have to see price trade below 47,289. So far beyond our golden pocket, which I believe if we do see any more selling will provide support. It would be a very fancy back test of this resistance. As long as that holds, we have bullish divergence and we're looking for a reversal. This is all very local. 485, 45. Same thing. Nothing really changed there. Hourly. Ooh, my foot is asleep. Should not sit on it. So speculating that we would see this close positive, I think that that might not happen now. But that's okay. What we'd want to see is, well, we could have these consecutive waning momentum candles as we saw. And then we're going to want to see a large rally out of nowhere, kind of like what we saw today. Or a third higher high on the hourly. This is all very theoretical. Very theoretical. Something to watch for. Yeah, that ain't closing as a wick, is it? We had really hoped, if you're just joining us, to see this hourly as it started move back up to test this newly printed hourly resistance, close back above our descending high trend here. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. We may still get it in the 4-hour close, right? No, this is the 4-hour close. Poop. Poop. Let's get rid of this crap. Let's take a look at this 4 then. The 4-hour has 8 minutes. 6 minutes. I don't know how to read. 8 minutes to go. Let's see what it's looking like. Not bad. Almost back to the sport. 48,000. Four hours, still in decent condition. Nothing really of note. This is, how did it get on the 1 hour again? Maybe that's why, because it wasn't the 4-hour. 4-hour still looking to roll over. We saw that beginning of the episode. Still true. We have a lower low in our money flow. We have our momentum rolling over. Least important thing probably. The most important right here. VWAP. Our volume weighted average price. That is a very strong climb. Very strong push to the upside. This, the longer that it trends like this, the stronger force is pulling money back into the market. We see that it is looking to roll over. The only thing that kind of sucks is we have a lower low versus our previous swing low in money flow. So what we will need is a higher high when it rolls over. We want to see that. That'd be building momentum. We have basically a double bottom on our indicator there. I think the 4 hours are looking to roll over, man. To me, the question is not, is it looking to roll over? It's when it rolls over in the short term. Will it be able to best? Will it be able to set a higher high? That's the question here for me. This is already like set for me. It would take a lot of selling to change that at this point. More than I think the market's going to muster here. Not the prettiest of 4-hour candles, is it? It was gorgeous. And screwed us. 4-hour support. Sitting at our golden pocket. 47.9. 48. I guess this is acting as resistance now. 48.6. 46. Oh yeah. So if you were just listening to that bullish kissing. Giggity. We have a pretty interesting setup here on our moving averages on the 4-hour. I wouldn't call this a bullish kissing at the moment. But you can see that threatening of a rollover. But now our moving averages, our price, looking to close a candle above it, pulling them back up. Man, this is a spicy close, isn't it? Dang. That's a spicy close. Our golden pocket right up at that resistance. Womp. Here's what we're going to be looking for. Backtest 48.6. Backtest that 4-hour resistance, aren't we? We may do this first. Or no, I drew that wrong. There we go. May see a move back to that golden pocket first. Back test that resistance as support. But man, I think this is moving back up. It's going to take so much selling. Spicy. 2 minutes to go. All right, now I'll read chat. Time to chill, talk about chat. What's up, Lupu Daniel? Thanks for subscribing, brother. Welcome to the fam. Good to have you here. Great reminder for anyone else who hasn't subscribed yet. Hit that subscribe button. Liking and subscribing while we're live is engagement for the live stream. The more engagement the live stream gets, the more YouTube recommends and shows our channel to new eyes. So very much appreciated. Very much. What's up, Rico? Being bearish is a choice. The wrong choice. I would agree. I would agree. There's a time and a place to be bearish. I don't think we're at that time and place yet. 400 votes. Let's close that thing. What's up, Tony the Fish? How you doing, man? Anthony, good to see you. Wouldn't this be an inverted cup and handle? So, Jan Jansen, I have a question for you. This is just a question because I've been hearing cup and handle a lot over the last 48 hours, maybe? Seeing it all over Twitter. What's up with cup and handle? Why is everyone talking about cup and handle now? And not a criticism or anything. I'm just unaware. I'm unaware. What is up with that? How did that become on everyone's mind? Where's cup and handle? I guess maybe if you're a bear, you're like cup handle, maybe? Is that why? Is that it? I don't understand. Crown vs. Schiff. Fight. Fight. Despicable Lou. Get out of here, bro. Don't go to someone else's stream to advertise your own stream. Make a quality stream that people want to tune into. And then you'll have viewers. There you go. I'm curious about the cup and handle. It's like not you. It's like I just keep hearing it. What's up, Arjun Gupta? How you doing, dude? Aw, man. Wants to look at Verge? It's been a while. We can look at Verge, probably. Here we go. Thank you, Remy. Thank you, brother. So we did not get the wick as we were speculating. Where's that chart? Did not get the wick. We got the 0.5 retrace. So we said if this isn't a wick, we're going to look for 48.1 to act as support, or our golden pocket more likely at 47.855. At the moment, hourly now trading green in the first 50 seconds. That's really not very confidence building. I don't like when candles open, like snap to one direction. We'll see. But it's right at the 0.5 retrace. That's an area we would expect or have a higher probability of a bounce. Hourly close with the waning momentum we didn't want. Ooh. 15 minutes still in play, though. Still in play. Ooh, in 5 minutes, gathering strength. All right. As we started this episode, the 5 minute was bearish. Now an hour into the stream, the 5 minute looking to roll over. Looking bullish. Bullish divergence. I don't know. Moving back up. We're moving back up. Jan Jansen, give me a sec. I do want to... I want to know what's up with the cup and handle. Let me find it. Stinky Colas. Can't you put an auto fib on Market Cipher? Probably. I've never used it. I like drawing my fibs by hand. I'm old school. Crypto world.
Tom, could you take a look at Keep USD? Whenever I just hopped on, not sure how many requests or if you said no more requests, so please don't get aggressive and say no, Josh.
No, Josh. Screw you, Josh. I love you, brother. Yeah, we can definitely take a look at that. Absolutely, man. Fair enough. You just have bad timing, to be honest. Not gonna lie. It's over 9,000. What's up, Moses? Welcome, my friend to the patron. Man, this is different. This is different. Didn't really have too much interest in the patron for a few months. I understand the market was down, sentiment was down. I was feeling a little tight on the funds as well. But now we've had like, what, 3 or 4 this month. I see a reversal. Reversal in patronage. I like it. Mr. Josh. Mr. Josh. I love you, dude. I know it wasn't intentional, but you have come in so many times when I've just like been burned out and said within, like literally within a minute, been like, all right, guys, no more. Can't do any more charts. And then you're just like, hey, check this out. I thought you were either trolling me or you were, I assumed you just didn't know. It's all good. Okay, let me set this chart up. I don't know what I was doing on this chart last time. Weird moving averages there. At weekly resistance. Kind of got some stacked resistances above you. 44.3, that's where we're at right now. Weekly close above that level, looking solid. Local support below you, 40 and 405 cents on the weekly. Weekly momentum's up, not showing any signs of slowing. Not looking bad on the weekly. That's interesting. Okay. Daily. Yesterday's daily essentially bouncing off not just the 20 daily, but the 20 weekly at the same time as they converged at the same point. Boop. That gave it the bounce it needed to retake the 200. Here we are. It closed above daily resistance. It's actually weekly as well. That's what we're looking for on today's close. Ideal above 42.2. You close above 42.2, you might dick around for a while with our flat top pattern, higher lows. But you close above 42.2 today on the daily. Things are looking pretty good. 53 cents would be the next upside target. That's right, that golden pocket. It's always at the golden pocket. No matter what you do, it's always at the golden pocket. 150 daily moving averages crossing bullishly below you. Not a bad sign. This is a weird chart. This one looks different. I wonder if this is all the history or not. It looks like it isn't, but maybe it is. $50. All right. I don't know where this line came from. All right, 47.6 cents. Get a good close on today. You set that up for the week. You break that, and man, I mean, you're looking for that golden pocket on the macro. Let's see where that is. 67 to 72.5 cents. Not bad. Not bad. I don't really like using these wicks. They're usually gibberish, but let's see if that fits the chart. Yeah, it kind of does, though. I guess we'll use it. Major resistances above. So you got that golden pocket. Then you have $1 psychological. It's really 93.7 cents, but I'll just say $1. Then you have $1.50. That's it. I think if you get a good close on this weekly, that 50-cent target, very, very probable. But I think you move up and you try to test this weekly up here. Golden pocket. Calling. Calling its name. Pretty crazy how all these areas just always line up. Always lines up with the dang fib retracement, man. Just every time. Oh yeah. You have a nice powerful moving average setup on the 12. You bounce 50 RSI. This is a little sketchy. A little sketchy on the 12. I have an idea. I'll take that. Not financial advice, but this looks like a pretty solid trade. What we're doing is we're looking to play the pattern we're seeing in many places. Many coins are doing the same pattern. Consolidating below resistance with our highs ascending, coming up, and then looking for a breakout. 57.1 cents would be my target for this trade. But that very well may not be where it stops. Very well may not be. I think, in my opinion, it is just more probable for it to move to 57 cents than it is to move below 38.6. That's what I'm saying in this trade, in this hypothetical. I think the probability is greater of this. That close is going to be it. You know what, Josh? Because I can tell. I can tell I've hurt your feelings. We'll show off your baby. Oh, yeah. Our 10-to-1 monster trade. Monster trade. EGLD. This is Josh's baby. He loves it. He tucks it in at night. Kisses it on the forehead. Hit our target. We looked to go long from a 125, 124.83. Take profit at 183. Looking to go long at support, take profit at resistance. There we go. 47.3% live trade, live streamed here. Filled, not stopped, TP hit. That's why, guys, you want to be in the Discord. Follow along with our daily streams. You don't want to miss these gems. The link is in the video description below. I just put it in chat. YouTube constantly shadow bans us. You won't be able to find us. We won't give you an alert. But if you're in the Discord, you'll always get an alert. You'll never miss out on one of our beautiful live streams. One of these awesome trades. EGLD is looking good. There may be another trade here coming. There may be. Might see a back test of support. I don't like that 18. There may be. We may look for 150. We may look for 150 to back test. see anymore. May look for a back test of 150. It certainly can run. It certainly can run back to its daily all-time high resistance, 237, test its highs. If it doesn't, though, that is likely. Back test 150, hold 150, and then gun for that high. I don't even know what this is for, though. This is a really old number. That was from some other measured move long ago. Here's the trade. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Holding the 20. 20 moving average on the daily looks like it'll be right there at 150. If this trade fills, that'll be perfect. EGLD has a golden cross coming on the daily. It's not perfect, unfortunately. Doesn't mean it has to be bearish, but we see the 50 trending up, moving towards that 200. I'd like to see the 200 begin to slant up again, to point up before they cross. That would be extremely, extremely bullish. Yeah, congrats, Josh, man. Your coin making you quite a few bucks. Quite a few dineros, my friend. Let's take a look at Bybit. BYBT, not Bybit. If you guys don't use BYBT, I highly recommend it. It's not an exchange. It's not, I mean, they do have a lot of ads for exchanges, but it has a lot of crypto data compacted into one spot. I'm not going to go through it. They don't pay me. Wow. The minute I said Bybit, we started dropping frames. We may be disconnected. I hope we're not. Crap. Wow, we are 2,000 bit rate. We need 6. What's happening? Hold on. Technical difficulties. Let me see if the lady's doing anything with the internet. Crap. We are having a ridiculous storm here, so maybe my internet's just blown. Crap, I'm gonna stream here. All right, that helped so mildly. We're screwed. Oh, man. Put some pants on, never. This is how I get my views, brother. The no pants dance. They shut down OnlyFans. What am I supposed to do? So I don't know if you guys are still connected. From what I'm seeing on my side, probably not. Probably not. Let me know. You're fine. What the heck? All right, I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, the stream's current bit rate, 1,115. So I need that number. You don't even really know anything else. That needs to be 6,000 for it to be a steady stream. Interesting that you guys are saying the connection's good. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm not sure how that's possible, but I'm grateful. Just keep on going then, right? Right on. What's up, Mataranga Rathnayaki? Thanks for subscribing, brother. Bradley Tarrant. Welcome to the fam as well. Great to have you. It's a spicy day. Great to see new people, new faces, new fam members. All right. Now I'm actually going to read the chat. I was looking at BYBT. It's weird, though. The second I said that was when it dropped. The second. Here we are. Now we're back. Now we're at 6,000. That number's returned. Nothing to worry about now. Word. Some ninja boy. Hex hodl, hex all-time high. IO Tom, even though 200 people said they can see you, I just want to let you know, you can see me too. Thank you, Prakash. You didn't have to time him out. Oh well. He was just timed out. He'll be back in 300 seconds. You hearing everything. What's up, Modi? Modi Mustafa. Sarah Case, WTF. Prakash. The Bittycorn crew of chickens. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say we're bulls, not as much chickens. Anyway, BYBT. Just a good site. I highly recommend it. It's free. You don't have to make an account or anything. What I wanted to look at here was funding. So what this is how derivative, aka how options leverage trading, how they keep contract price pegged to spot price, because they're not trading spot, they're trading contracts. There can be a different demand that can move price in different directions. Funding aims to correct that indifference or imbalance and keep them close. What we see here is Binance, OKX, Bybit, FTX, Deribit, and BitGet, all in positive funding. These aren't the highest positive fundings we've ever seen. We've seen these be 4 or 5 times higher back in May, April. At 65K, we saw them spike crazily. Typically, when these fundings are red here, meaning positive, that means that long positions are opening faster than short positions. And so in order to correct that imbalance, long positions have to pay shorts. That causes longs to close, which helps achieve a balance in spot versus derivative prices. However, what we see is typically when funding is positive, that's not a bullish sign. Not a bullish sign. All through the second half of May, all the way up to July 27th, funding was very negative. We've never really seen that before. Funding has almost always remained positive. Almost always. It does have times where it dips negative. Typically, what we want to see here, the way we'd interpret this, is when we move up, we don't want to see funding move up. We can see that BitMEX, Huobi, and Bitfinex are all neutral funding. That's good. It's a good sign. But it is never confidence building when funding is moving up with price. So this is not a super bullish signal. This implies people are bullish, which is not a bullish signal. I know, counterintuitive. Losing the connection there just threw me off of what I was even going to say. So let's check back on Bitcoin. 5 minute hasn't gone anywhere. Okay. Not digging that. What's up, SOJ Live? Stone Ring of Jordan. A Soj. What's up, Soj? 15. All right, 15 still hanging in there by a thread, though. Still hanging in. 15 has not surrendered its bullishness yet. Right here. This is what we're watching. As long as money flow stays above that white line here, things are looking good on the 15. We still don't have reversal. We don't have that reversal sign yet. That's why I reckon maybe we move down to that golden pocket, back test the previous high. Very probable. 30 spooking me. What's selling this for me, for at least the retracement, is that we don't have bearish divergence on our high, on our lower time frames. That's been so common, even when we are moving up. To not have it is very confidence building. It implies that it's looking for another leg or another move to the upside. Our Fibonacci extension tool, you're looking for 50,100 or 49,713. Just above this pattern. Neither of those prices, that's the thing, is neither of those prices are really going to do anything for us. That's what I don't like about it. Doesn't mean it can't move higher, but neither of those really do anything. We're just back in lower high territory here. What we really need to see in the focus is a break of 50,500. We need to break this high. If we break this high, I think the bearish case is pretty dead on a break of 50.5. Truly, to be totally confident, I'll want to see 54.5 break. I want to see that deep retracement. But I believe that this is just my experience speaking, my belief, that if we break this, if we break that high, we're moving up to 54.5, and much more realistically by the end of the month, 58.8. I know. It's been a while, 58.8. We've missed you. Wonder if our move here points to 58.8. I'd like to see things starting to point to 58. We haven't got that yet. 55, that's right in that 45 area. 58.1. Nothing here, not yet. Still time. Okay. Set alerts here because we're not just gonna stare at these candles. We're gonna look at other stuff. Got my alert set, so as soon as we see a break, we'll know the peek back. What's up, Sad Higeki? What's up, man? Link. Oh, he didn't even ask me to look at it, but I'll look at it. Sylvie Pilvi. I love you, Sylv. Sylv found this channel so long ago, never left.
Link, ETH chart implying Link will outperform ETH for a while even though ETH has been on an insane run. Which means Link, USD could go crazy eyes.
Sad Higeki, my man. Link ETH. You didn't even ask me to look at it, but I'm going to look at it because I didn't think about it. Link showing some strength. Retesting that high. So there's an interesting dynamic. When it comes to the crypto market. Most new traders are really only familiar with USD pairs. How much does a coin cost, right? How much does it cost per coin in dollars? Maybe you trade in euro or CAD or pound, but against fiat. What if I told you that there's a lot more going on? Because there is. Coins are also traded, and this is why we look at BTC pairs against Bitcoin, and their valuations and their charts can be accurately charted the same way USD pairs can. There are other pairs as well, such as Ethereum, Link ETH. So this is its valuation against Ethereum. These pairs don't necessarily imply anything about price action, dollars-wise, fiat-wise, up or down. But they can give us insights. Oh, there's that flood warning. Ooh, okay, yes, flood warning. Thanks for scaring me, phone. But we can pull information from them that can be useful in our trading. Or you can just trade these pairs directly. But we're not getting into that today. So we're going to look at Link ETH, even though he didn't ask. I'm just curious about it. It's right at support. Oh, this is also the weekly. So we're seeing what is hopefully accumulation down here. Although, if we pull it from here, then that could be resistance. I'll take it from that just simply because that's what the chart's shown us. We definitely have weekly resistance above us here. But here's what's cool, is what this chart shows us is from August 10th, 2020, so a year ago. Link has lost value versus Ethereum. So what Mr. Higeki is suggesting is that maybe we are beginning to see a reversal, which would mean it will begin gaining value versus Ethereum. That wouldn't be hard to believe because the 25th of June, 2018, all the way until August 10th, 2020, Link gained value against Ethereum. So if Link was growing faster than Ethereum till 10th of August last year. Since then, it has lost value. As you can see, the chart move back down. So if we're getting a reversal, if we're beginning to see this trend change, Link may begin outpacing Ethereum again. What we would look for is a move to retest its high in valuation versus Ethereum. And we may use, just as we do on USD charts, our retracement tools. We see the 0.5 retrace, where you always look there first, is actually a weekly resistance as well. That's at 0188, 0188, 0189. Golden pocket sitting just slightly above, or very much above, at 023. And that also happens to be a weekly level. So those are pretty high confidence in my mind. The question, though, is, are we seeing a reversal? So now we're going to look for signs of reversal. Ooh. 200. All right, Link has now traded against Ethereum for 200 weeks. We see that as the weekly 200 just beginning of July, mid-July. I would say the odds of that testing, the odds of Link ETH testing its 200 weekly, very good. We tend to see that happen when we have new moving averages. That's at 0.1. So what we're going to hope for is more signs of reversal. More pieces of evidence that say Link is looking for upside versus Ethereum. That might happen even sooner. There we go. Unfortunately, if it happens in the first 2 weeks of September, it can still be in its downtrend. If it happens after that, then it is outside of its downtrend. That might be a little better. Let's see what our indicators say. You got some bullish div on the weekly. You got some bearish div on the weekly. Pretty undecided. Bitcoin breaking some direction. Ooh, the monthly rolling over here. Hold on real quick. Just got one of those alerts I set just triggered. There we go. Ooh. Wait, what? I need to get rid of a bunch of these. Get rid of this one. There we go. There we go, breaking out. Breaking out on very low time frames, looking for our retracement targets. $48.55 to $48.650. That was right into the 30-minute close. What an interesting candle. And this is definitely not the prettiest path. What I don't like about this at the moment, honestly, is the path it's taking to that retracement. If it continues this way, it's building a very ugly pattern. You can see what is seeming, or what appears to be, an ascending channel. That would not be the best way to retrace this move. That would suggest further downside. That does look like what it's painting here. I don't want it to. We're not really seeing springing action. So what might be on deck is, again, what we were saying. Move to that golden pocket first, and then a stronger move to the upside. What that might paint is then actually a descending channel in the other direction that breaks to the upside. That might be the more bullish path. Well, this didn't get too spicy too quick, so we'll go back to the Link. I was enjoying this Link ETH. So what's cool about Link ETH here on the monthly, I'm getting chart nerdy. Monthly is looking to roll over. Looking to roll over. Right around when this peaked right around when it peaked at its valuation against Ethereum, it began losing buying momentum and gaining selling momentum. And that selling momentum began to wane off, began to lessen the 1st of June, 2021 this year. Now we're seeing the monthly potentially roll over. And now we'll want other signals. MACD on the weekly looks good, already positive. Ooh, but this does not. This is very ugly. Unfortunately, money flow on the weekly looks terrible. Terrible, terrible. The day better have some kind of saving grace here. So the weekly looks like crap, but we might end up ignoring that because the daily is looking to roll over after putting in a lower high. So the daily actually looks very good to roll over. Problem, maybe that's just the retracement. Maybe that is just to here. That could still be a great trade, though. In fact, I don't even have to say could be. This is a great trade. There is an amazing trade right here. In my opinion, not financial advice. Just take it wherever. Don't even matter. Don't even matter. Just look to stop it below the low. Done. There's a harmonic pattern here as well. You guys know I don't care about harmonic patterns. I don't think that they work. I don't think they work consistently in crypto. I don't think they're a good way to trade, but there is a harmonic pattern here. Absolutely. And it's a bullish one. Provided, and that's how this trade is going to be created. That's how we're going to be able to use this trade. That's a harmonic pattern provided this low holds. If this low doesn't hold, this pattern is broken. So this is actually a solid trade. Looking to stop just below your low. You might give it a little bit of extra room. Depends how much risk you're willing to take on. But you can see this stop loss. 3.4%. We can be even a little more generous. Say 3.5. We can look to ride this a significant distance. This is why this is a good trade in my mind. You're not just looking for a small upside. You're looking for 40, 30, 40%. You can even look, and that's just the 200 daily. Really, this position might be able to be held all the way to that 0.5 for 150%. That'd be a 45 to 1 risk to reward. If it drops below your low, you're just out. Try again later. This is a cool chart. This is a cool trade. Thank you, bro. You always have interesting stuff to look at. I appreciate it. That's what I appreciate about you. Phew. Did not expect to go into that today. I like it. Link. Just consolidating under that resistance again. We had a pretty good trade here. We were looking for 15. Ride it up to 32. Not quite as good as Dot, but pretty darn good. If we get a back test down here at 20, that would be very, very clean. Might not be so lucky, though. Interesting. Link, here's some crypto wisdom that maybe you're not going to hear anywhere else. Link is the only coin in my memory that ran all through the bear market. All through the bear market. Weird. I'm not a Link Marine. I have like a tiny amount of Link. But this thing just kept climbing. You can't see it here in the BTC pair. All through 2018, 2019. Just trended up. Nothing else was trending up the same way. Very much an outlier. It's interesting that the bull market came and then it just chilled out. I don't have any other examples that are similar. Nothing that has done it for that long, that consistently. Mini NBA token will get your Lambo. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think so. Rico just like sniper on these today. The chart speaks for itself. Link is an uptrending asset. It's been weak lately. Well, yeah, I was just pointing that out. To be honest, it's very. I'm not even sure. I just don't have any other examples that are the same. Yes, many coins trended up at some point in the bear market. Many. Some did for extended periods, but nothing did like Link. Link, it was just very strange. Ask anybody who was around watching the charts back then. Very weird. What's up, John Melia? How you doing, bro? Johnny. What's up, Alex Bowler, dude? I feel like it's been a year since you've been in here. How you doing, brother? Long range crypto. Link doesn't have the hype. Guys, do you want to know a secret? Hype doesn't move price, guys. If you learn one thing, if you take away one thing today, that's my new theme if you guys haven't noticed. Taking away one thing a stream. If you take away one thing actually at all from this channel, hype doesn't move price. Price moves hype. No one hypes coins before the price moves. No one hyped Doge before it freaking mooned. Nobody. People used to ridicule me for owning Doge. Like, they would make fun of me. They'd be like, you're a YouTuber, you own Doge, you're stupid.
Chillers by deck, I'm kinda bullish. Any price predictions? A huge soccer player in Europe got paid in this coin too. By the way, what's up from UK? Slightly smiling face.
What's up, homie? How you doing, brother? Chili's? I think it's CHZ, right? Seriously, though. The biggest pitfall you can fall, the biggest trap that every new trader falls into is they think that hype moves price. And so what do? They FOMO into stuff. Holy chilies, Rico. Where's Rico? Get him up on the line. Holy moly. This is looking crazy. Rico. What is this? Our bud Rico here. He's a fan of this one. Can I? It still might happen. 16, you're going to need a lot of upside. Rico loves this coin. It's his favorite coin. This is in BTC pair. But this isn't for your eyes. We'll go to the dollar pair because I think that's what you're asking. Huge soccer player in Europe got paid in this coin. This is cool. I think athletes getting into crypto is massive. It's just massive for the space. They make large salaries, but what they're really doing is not just forcing companies to buy it to pay them. What they're doing is they're forcing companies to set up crypto integration that's even bigger than actually being paid. Like the amount they're being paid, not as significant. But forcing big players to just set up so they can be, to pay in currency, crypto. Big deal. As I say, new traders follow the FOMO and the hype because they think that's what moves the price. But I'm telling you, you don't have to believe me. But if you take away anything from this channel, man, it's that. Hype is just the precursor to selling. When things are hyped, that's when you should be getting out. When things are not being hyped, that's when you're looking to take positions. That's the secret. Solid projects with no hype. That's what you want to find. And they exist. They exist. How do you determine if they're solid? That is a harder question. That's a hard question. Let's peek. By December. See, that's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough call. What I can say is I think it's I think it's probable that it retests its high about $1. That's probable. Looks like your RSI is pretty fancy here. Daily showing the first signs of potentially rolling over. That could be good. Rico, you got to check out your CHZ with on the BTC pair, my man. Weekly money flow actually looking good again too. Higher low, trying to back up. You're above your 20 weekly. You're above all your daily moving averages.
I know you're a monster.
If you can clear that high. If you can clear that high, you might be looking for $3. So if you want moon targets, I got you, homie. If you want moon targets, man, my eyes would be at just shy of $3. $3. Oh, yeah. You got to make it through that 50-cent area first. That I think is going to be the main battle. It's 50 cents. It's your golden pocket retrace, etc's. But if you can make it past 50 cents, I think things look pretty good then. Chart looks fine. Looks good. I don't have much to say about it, honestly. I don't think there's too much to be said here. It's just consolidating. It has a good pattern, a bullish pattern. You have like that flat top. Your lows are coming up. We're seeing that a lot in the market. It's doing so above previous resistance. So it's consolidating above support. Very wick off accumulation of it. There you go. Chart looks good. What really catches my eye, though, is that BTC pair. This looks phenomenal. I want Rico to weigh in on that. Or anybody. What do you see? What do you guys see when you look at this? I see a freaking cannon. I see a giant cannon. That's what I see. Your bag is full of sperm. Not good for you. You get paid in shitcoins USD. It's amazing. The whole world gets paid in shitcoins. C. Lastinger. What's up? What's up, Christian? Chris. Or C. Have I explored NFTs yet? Honestly, that is something we were talking about this week. And I did reach out to a few people. I haven't heard back. Not, put it this way, it's not my area of expertise. I know about them. I'm sure I know more about them than most people. Well, no, I know more about them than most people. But I don't feel like an expert in the area. Not yet. I haven't really dabbled in it myself. And I don't want to speak to them. I gave my opinion of them. God, this, dude, just look at this. Fire up the base cannon. I like this chart. I don't know if Rico's here. Oh, wait, he is here. He's been timing people out. Rico, what do you think of that chart? Tell me now. Don't me know. Yeah, dude, the NFT bubble. Like, it's just so hyped. We were just talking about that. The hype. It's too much hype. It's moved so fast. It's gone so high. My opinion, I can just repeat it. My opinion on it, on NFTs. Oh, what's up, Mamba for Life? I got you, XRP-USD. My opinion is NFTs are only going to be a larger part of the future going forward. They're not going anywhere. NFTs aren't a fad. They're trendy right now, but they're not a fad. Ooh, buddy. Never trust XRP. I can never trust this chart. But I like that BTC pair chart. But you want USD. They're not going anywhere. I think that they are only going to grow from here. But that doesn't mean that all of them are going to go up in value. Certainly, wow, look at that. Perfect golden pocket retrace on XRP. I think picking winners and losers right now is going to be very difficult. I think a lot of people are going to, well, no, I know a lot of people are going to get burned. A lot. XRP on the weekly looks pretty good. Oh, XRP, such a strange relationship with you. I think XRP is looking for $2 again. Burns me to say. It's hard to look at it any other way, though. Not quite as bullish. We see our highs coming down instead of flat. That can change, though. We just need to see another test of 128. Can reject there, maybe find support at the 20, test 128 again, and then you can have that flat-topped lows ascending pattern. We don't have it yet. Your daily moving averages, though, looking pretty spicy below you. Pretty spicy. You're back above the 20. Your money flow is looking actually very healthy. It just rolled over. You're going to want to see a higher high here as it rallies. So you're actually going to want to see it break at $1.20. You're going to want to see it move back towards that $1.50, $1.60 area. MACD looking to roll over. Sure. XRP looks pretty bullish, man. I'm not a fan of XRP. That's just my opinion. But back here, beginning of this year, I said many times, it pains me to say this, but XRP is likely the most undervalued large cap cryptocurrency. I was right. This could be worse, though. Still looks bullish. Oh, wow. The weekly's mega. Yeah. Dude, the weekly on this is nuts. Wow. Yep. There we go. I don't have anything else to say. It looks very good. It looks very good. Back tested the weekly freaking KJ. Held as support. You're in the golden pocket. Just damn, Daniel. If you're looking for an entry, though, we never buy green candles here. If you're looking for an entry, I think there's one. There's a possibility. There it is on the daily. There it is. This is how I'd play it. You're not out of the cloud yet on the day. You're not out of danger. Not danger. Danger. I would play it this way. Not financial advice, just my opinion. As always, I would still look for a test of that $1.03 for an entry. Probably wouldn't be entering at $1.20, as I said. What I think is probable, if it is going to break to the upside, as the weekly says, we could see something like that. In that time, we may see this. I think this is the entry. I think right here is buying at a 20% premium. I think you see $1. I don't know when. Might take a while. Might need patience. We nailed it. Just another one nailed. BTC, what are you doing? The start of the episode was rather spicy. Caught some bids at your 0.5 retrace, but looking more and more for that golden pocket. I think this is like much more likely. It's just too ascending channel for me on small time frames. It's just there's no strength. It's not showing any strength right here. That means maybe it just needs to push down, close some positions, and wind up for another pitch. Bros, everyone, I've had these arguments. I'm behind on the chat. I've had these arguments with everyone. They're valid arguments. You can talk about Elon, talk about whatever. I'm telling you though. Charts know. The charts know. We were trading. We were going long on Doge in the Patreon long before Elon said a word. Long before. The charts know. I'm trying to find it. We dominated Doge. Dogenated it. There it is. This is a screenshot after. But patrons know. Long before. This is around when Elon started talking about it. January 2021. We were going long in December 2020. Bottom of its BTC pair range. The charts know. We can say Elon's an exception, and I'll agree. But it was gonna happen anyway. It was already in the stars, man. It was already, the moon had already decided it was gonna happen. I might look at Doge. I haven't looked at it in a while. What did Benjamin Cohen say? That's so trolly because I'm sure he didn't watch this and then immediately tweet about it while we were live. Like, he's a smart dude. He figured it out himself. But it's going to make it look like we copied him. And that's going to be a bummer. I want to see what he tweeted. Do I even follow him? I think I do. Oh, he said, okay, here's what Cohen said. Total crypto market cap percent difference between the fair value logic. Okay, so cool. He didn't say the same thing we did. That's cool. Totally different. I'm going to like this. And I'm going to quote retweet this. And I'm going to say, also looking at total today. I'm going to put a bunch of emojis in it. Found that the world is so dumb that it loves emojis. I think at some point we're just going to be, or like 90% of communication is going to be just emojis, maybe 100. There we go. Nice though. Let's see, what is he suggesting? Maybe I should just do TA and other people's TA. Make it a TA critique channel. Total market cap percent difference between the long version. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm not he's just stating that that's what this chart is. He is circling these, suggesting, I'm guessing, support. You see a bounce at the same level. And you see resistance at the same level. Trade below, trade above, bounced. I think he's saying higher. I think he's suggesting it's going to return to the regression mean line. Right up here. About 900%. We reached about 500%, so 2x from the high. That seems right. Seems about right. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. Twitter.com/TomCrown. There we go. All right, what are you guys talking about? Nuts for butts, are you, Higeki? X is a finished product. Guys, this is my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of Hex. All right, that's true of many things. If it's not proof of work, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Period. There was a time where Hex, it made total sense for people to rip on it, and sure, you can still rip on it, whatever. But we have so much crappier things now. And sorry if you're a Hex fan. This really is like, I don't know, it's supposed to be endearing. We have stuff like Shiba. We have ERC20 tokens with billions of dollars of market cap that literally do nothing. They do nothing. They're just copy and pasted. And they have billions of dollars of market cap. Like, if you're going to hate something, probably hate on those makes sense. Like, in order of hatred, hate those first. But in general, dudes and dudettes, It's crypto. We are such a small percent of the world. Let's just not hate on each other at all. Like, let's just, I don't know, boost each other up. We don't need to be tribalistic. We're too small to be tribal, like to be doing the tribalism thing. We need all the support we can get. The whole space is synergetic. If someone is investing in something crappy, like, no, keep it to Shiba, at least they're transferring their fiat into the crypto space. You know? Like, we're all on the same team here. Just love each other. Okay, let me catch up with chat. I did not check Matic today. Oh, well, then just like refreshed on me. Official Yo-Yo Gaming TV. You know, man. You know, you were there. You were there. Huge potential vape, yep. Bubble gum. I'm a blue slushy kind of guy. Yeah. So I don't have Doge is not. I won't rant about this again, but Doge is not in the category. Doge is proof of work. Doge is its own chain. Doge is old. It's decentralized. You can say the supply isn't. Okay, that's fair. But it was obtained in a decentralized manner. Doge is not Shiba. It annoys me that they get like grouped together. Someone asking about Shiba. That is the state of crypto. Where's the state of crypto? I haven't seen him in here. What's he up? What's he up to? The day trading Doge. You would know. Dudes, I've had Doge for years, and it was literally a source of criticism. It was like a source of like decrediting me in my crypto knowledge and stuff. People would mock me. Timothy Oral. I want to have a discussion with Benjamin. I want to. He don't take my calls anymore. We had something set up once. We were going to have a collab. And on that day, I forget, it was a very exciting day. And like he was streaming and I started streaming. And then we didn't communicate. I think kind of late at night, my time, like 9 p.m. he messaged me. And I was like, oh, dude, like, you were, like, I thought, like, you were streaming and we weren't going to do it today. And then I think that offended him. I just, like, kind of thought he wasn't interested. And, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen now. I know. It's a bummer because out of all the people in the crypto space, I think me and Benjamin Cohen see the space the most similar. I think lots of people and I have some similar views. But I've never heard someone on YouTube who I thought had such similar ideas. So Benjamin Cohen, I know you're not watching. But if you're out there, bud, let's do it, man. Let's just have a chat. It doesn't have to be anything serious. I just want to chat crypto with you, even if it's not recorded. We're going back to hieroglyphs, Remy. That's right, dude. Emojis are the hieroglyphs of the 2020s. Man, there are a bunch of spammers today. Yeah, well. I mean, so I was just saying we shouldn't shit on coins. But definitely feel free to shit on people that go into people's live streams to advertise other live streams. Because that's just not classy. That's just trashy. Doesn't matter who it is. That's just trashy. Just trashy. Dude, Aiden, it happens every cycle. Well, it's happened every cycle. Last cycle, this cycle. It's like my friends get into crypto and their first response, so in like 2017, their first response was like XRP. Now it's like Shiba, Doge. It's like, it never seems to be Bitcoin anymore that the new people get into. And you know what? That's their loss. That's always going to end up being their loss. You don't have to be a maximalist, but every portfolio in crypto should have two things. Ready? Bitcoin. And this one's going to surprise you. Stablecoin or fiat. Both of those should be in your portfolio. If they're not, you do not have a strong portfolio, in my opinion. What's up, Julius Schultz? How you doing? Benny, is Benny here? Where's Benny? Master Benny. Solana dumping hard. Dude, it hit. I didn't even look at it. I meant to look at it this stream. It hit our targets. It didn't dump hard. It didn't dump hard. It still looks like it's trending up to me. It might retrace. This is what we talked about in the last stream. Exactly as predicted, I guess. Hit our target from July. From 23 bucks, hit our $116 target. Oop. Moved up. 130, sure. Sold off. Talking about this last stream, so what we're looking for is obviously we're either going to see continuation. Duh. That'll be to our measured move. I'm looking at 177. Or, I think this is more likely, but I think it really just depends on what everything else is doing. Or we see support tested. We might see it move back to August 28th, 29th. That could be a logical spot to find support. It was briefly resistance. 96, sure. I don't have high hopes that this will hold. If it does hold, then Solana is ridiculously bullish and it's probably going to have a blow off top. If it just retraces to there. If it retraces, well, no. I don't think that that's a strong support. I don't think that's likely to hold. It is possible. That's what I meant to say. I think more probable is that you come back to 78. I think you come back to 78. You test that consolidation area below resistance. You hold it as support. And then you look to make a move. So if you noticed a pattern here, what we're always doing... Oh, I like that. 1618 right there. Right at R2. That's beautiful. I like that enough that I'm going to put a trade. I'm going to set up a trade. If it doesn't fill, it doesn't fill. You know, you don't lose anything. Nothing is lost if they don't fill. But that theme is we always look for the pullback. We don't long green candles here. We don't long the top. We either wait for the pullback and get a good position, or we don't trade it. We look for another trade. There's so many opportunities. The worst thing you can do is just long at the top and hope it keeps going. Period. This would be beautiful. If you guys want to know honestly what I think Solana can do this cycle, moon targets here. 100. Moon targets. I would look for some kind of consolidation. 350. Cycle high, I could see being 500 bucks. Solana has about the same circulating supply as Ethereum, or it has the same, roughly the same as Ethereum, right? I think Ethereum has 184 million. Wait. No, I'm going to have to look it up. I don't like giving out bad information. I don't like to misspeak. Total supply, 488 million. Okay, no, has less. Or a lot more. Ethereum, just over 120 million. So it's got like 4x. So Solana at 500 would be like Ethereum at 2000. I think that's totally possible. But that's a moon target. That's like blow off top cycle target in my opinion. 350? 350 now. That'd be like $1,200 Ethereum or like $1,400 Ethereum, which is the previous all-time high. That makes sense. That fits. I like when we get to talk about moon targets again. I hate waiting. I hate waiting to see. It's like, well, now we're retracing to the downside and we're just waiting to see what happens. I hate that. It's so boring. It's brutal. I should make a video, like a 5-minute video just on this, real clickbait style, like this one signal, like all the other YouTubers do. What do you guys think? Should I do it? You don't have to watch. Like, I won't be offended. This signal hasn't happened since May 2020. Bitcoin was trading at 6,000. This one bullish signal. Actually, you know what? This was the only February. It looks like the only time it's ever not rallied price. Wow. Literally the only time. Total crypto market cap has had a golden cross on the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times ever. Oh, no, because we have today. 5. 5 times ever. 4 out of those 5. No, we can't say that because we don't know yet. The last 4, only 1, and that was in February 2020, right before the crash, didn't result in a large rally. I'll think of the wording then. That's going to make a great clickbaity, like, general audience video. Here we are. This is it. No one else is looking at it. That's why it's spicy. We're the only ones. Man, this is getting boring. This chart is not moving. Clickbait sells, baby. That's right, Daniel. Love moon targets. Thank you there, Bearded Day. Dude, isn't it? Anthony, the Moon and Doom boys, they change their tune every 24 hours. I don't know if you've all been here for months. Probably have some new eyes here, but I will tell you this with full confidence. We were the only channel. We were the only channel on YouTube. And please share if you know another channel that was, because I would like to reach out to them. We were the only channel on YouTube that never went bearish. May, June, July, never went bearish. Early May, I have a bunch of recorded stuff, timestamp stuff, saying this is likely the bottom. We might see a slightly lower low. But we're looking for 48K. The entire time, never wavered. Everyone else was either flip-flopping or turned bearish. 48K, baby. Now we hit 50.5, man. I'm high. I'm high on life, man. I'm not high. I don't know, dude. People are emotional. YouTubers, they're not an exception. They're emotional as well. I'm just the real deal, baby. Another guy at Crypto Savvy's channel. Yeah, I couldn't imagine following Crypto Savvy right now. Crypto Savvy's a smart dude. I'll say that. He's a smart dude. He's good at TA. He is absolutely bearishly biased, though. I mean, I'll say I'm absolutely bullishly biased. That's fair. All I can remember, though, is right here. This is what I remember. I'll never forget this. Was Crypto Savvy this entire time at 10K in October of 2020, right here. He was saying the same things that he is now. And so he was saying that we were seeing this, and that wasn't bad TA. It just didn't play out that way. He was saying We have this pattern, we're going to see this. We have this pattern, we're going to see this. It wasn't bad TA, it was just not correct. Time was the only thing that determined that. I'll never forget it. Just because I remember reading it and being like, oh man, that is spooky. That could happen. So it just got ingrained in me. And man, here we are in like the same scenario. Know what I mean? So what you'll notice is when people go bearish and Bitcoin leaves them in the dust, they retain that bearish bias, like maybe forever. I don't know if, I'm sure some people eventually can escape it, but everyone that sold at 10,000 was bearish all the way up and all the way down and all the way up. They're still bearish. They will be bearish until price goes below wherever they sold. And if you look at Bitcoin's history, not a lot of them ever get that opportunity. I respect him though, because I will say Crypto Savvy, when I was on Across the Blockchain back here, he was the only other person I ever heard bring up anything to do with moving back to that 48 range to retrace. The problem is that's all that I ever said. Like, this is all, you can look back at the streams. That's all, that's what we're doing. We're doing this. In the time since then, who knows how many times he's said, we're going to lower lows. So he had the right idea. So he did. He was like maybe the only other person to suggest that we were going to go back there. I don't know, man. Like, he's a smart dude. Bitcoin, it's just hard. It's hard to be a bear long term because its history is going up. 11 years going up. Mother Gaia, please make a gaming Twitch channel. You mean I could just play video games? I could just play video games and not do this? People would watch. Crypto rug pool. I called for $20 Solana at $8. We called for, yeah, we called for $116 Solana a few months ago. $116. Yeah, I'm not, I get it wrong. I'm not always right, guys. I get it wrong. But my secret is really simple. Crypto goes up over time. Very few exceptions. That's why you see me focus on the large caps on proof of work of established projects that have been around. Because those have the greatest probability of doing that. And if you bet on those, and you have the patience, it is a very successful way in the last 11 years to make money, to grow your wealth. Being a bear, being bearish permanently, not a very successful way to grow your wealth. What'll happen, and this happens every time, is you're perma-bearish. Eventually the bear market comes, you're euphoric. You make a bunch of money because you just short, right? Just keep shorting. Make a bunch of money, successful. You reinforce that for yourself. Eventually the bear market ends, but you just keep shorting. And you give it all back. And the problem is it has to be leverage. By definition, it has to be leverage. Because it can't be spot. Spot, you can just keep buying spot, right? You can always add in more fiat and just buy spot. So being perma-bullish in that sense, if you do it responsibly, is relatively safe. Because you could just keep DCAing. Don't have to put in a lot. But you can't do that with being bearish. You can't. Because once you sell your coins, you have no more coins. You're out of coins. So if you want to sell spot again, you have to buy coins to sell them, and that doesn't make sense. So you have to use leverage. And I think that's the extra danger with being a perma-bear. Perma-bulls can just DCA forever. You put, I don't know, $5 a week. Whatever makes sense, that number is going to be different for everyone. Put $5 a week, and there isn't a example in the entire history of Bitcoin where that didn't eventually become an extremely lucrative decision. Every perma-bear eventually has to go back into hibernation because they got to borrow coins. I think that's like the reality of it, is you have to borrow to keep being bearish, and that's taking on extra risk. You know, I am not an advocate of leverage. I rarely use leverage. You don't need it. Here we go. Now we're getting our retrace. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How far will we make it though? That's a question. If Michael Saylor's bullish, I'm bullish. There we go. Got the alert. What's up, Nika? Have I seen Plan B tweet? No, I'm blocked by Plan B on Twitter. I don't know why. I don't think we've ever interacted. I think like when I started streaming, maybe like had posted my link on one of his tweets and he blocked me. Years ago, like 3 years ago, more. But I have no way of asking him to unblock me. I don't really know him. I've never interacted with him. Mostly because he's had me blocked all these years. Oops. So no, I didn't see him tweet. What did it say? Feel free to share. Hey there, David. How you doing? Great to see you, David. Mr. Beltzer. Beltzer. Hmm. 48K support. I could take that. Reef is exploding. Exploding. Oh my god, Joey, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I think I remember, it's been a while. Was your dad's strategy similar to mine? Because that comes to mind when I think of it. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. My father passed away a few years ago, quite a few years ago now. Dude, you've been here for years, but there's no way to pronounce your name, so I can't like shout you out. Tom is really bad in gaming. Yeah, that probably is true. Probably that's true. But if people would watch it, I'd do it. Speaking of Plan B, I gotta get ready for my date. Giggity. Thanks for tuning in, Johnny. Feel free to leave that stream open. Oh yeah. Chuckles. Looks at fractals too much. Is that you're talking about me? Oh, crypto savvy. I'm a dude. I look at fractals all the time too. Maybe a little bit less, but do I think Ethereum will test a new all-time high? Absolutely. I don't know when. Christopher Roden, being a bear in crypto is a bold strategy. That is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him. Oh, you said when do? No idea, man. Timing is the hardest. It would not surprise me to see it before the end of the year. Actually, there's in my honest opinion, what I think, before the end of the year. I think not just Ethereum. I think probably mostly everything. Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think they'll test new all-time highs before the end of the year. Mr. Jake the Snake Dude, that's exactly what I was describing. It's like, once you go bearish in the mindset and you don't get back in, it's just like game. Like you just get like bear syndrome. That's why you never sell, bruh. Hey, historically, that's been very true. For what, Bitcoin's around 11 years? So for like 10 years minus 4 months, anytime you had bought, you'd be in profit. And then I said minus 4 months because I don't feel like doing the math. You'd be a millionaire. Dude, Bulbasaur, use Vine Whip. Bulbasaur, use Vine Whip. That's a cool name because it made me say that. When I got into crypto, man, I got burned just like everybody else. Deep-seated, that's right. When I got into crypto, I got burned like everybody else, man. I lost like half my money. Half my, what I started with. Slowly put in more over time. But what I did is, I lost so much, I said, what am I doing wrong? I need to stop trading. I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong before I don't have any. Because I didn't want to lose Bitcoin. I just wanted to forever stack it. And I was doing the opposite. And I said to myself, what can I do? How can I figure out what makes sense? So I stopped trading till I could find answers. And the answers I found was, well, how about I listen to what the people who have been in this space, you know, they don't have to be the best traders or anything. It's not about them being the best. What it's about is, what do people feel who have been here for years? What are the common feelings? And right there, brother, that's one that hit hard. I sold a heap of Ethereum a few years ago for a few $1,000s in profit. If I had held all that Ethereum today, I'd be a millionaire. That is one of the most common themes. I remember this even when I started. People saying that about, you know, probably Ethereum too. But I remember specifically someone saying, like, man, I bought Neo at like a cent. And I sold a bunch of it at like $2 or something. And they're like, man, I would have millions of dollars if I didn't do that. Like, I would be set. Everyone has their own story of that. That's why our trading style preaches percents. We're never fully in, we're never fully out. We don't really ever look to totally close a position unless we intended that from the very start. We always look to hold on to a little bit. I say to people, if you want to get out of crypto, you want to just be out, you want to be done. Obviously not financial advice, but instead of just selling it all 100%, why not just sell 99%, 95%? Just keep a fraction, keep a tiny bit. Think about the value proposition. Is that 1% going to make a difference in your life? 99% or 100%? Probably not. But that 1% could then go on and to be worth more than that 99% you sold. You risk very little in that scenario. Just keep a little piece. People will watch. All right, well, Mother Gaia says people watch me play video games. Goodbye, TA. Hello, video games. Thank you, Bulbasaur. Appreciate that, dude. I respect Savvy. None of that was to crap on Savvy. It was just a great example of what I've observed. Just sharing my observations. It's just a common theme. It's Casper Labs. Is that Jason Casper? I like Jason Casper. He's a cool dude. 80% of the time crypto's in a bear market. That's pretty accurate. I'd say 75%, but yeah. What's up, Robert? Robert Bona. 20. Oh yeah, Bull Run. I remember now. Your dad did the same thing. He did the lotto tickets. I'm sure his portfolio looks very tasty. Very tasty. Why would he block you? Like I said, I don't know. Tom Frown. Tom Frown, the channel where I'm just grumpy. No, dude, John, you're right. If I make a gaming channel, it's gonna be called Tom Cruise Crown. That'll play at the start of every episode. Cruise Crown. Cruise. I got burned hard too, homie. Everyone gets burned. Dude, the important part, what differentiates people is everyone gets burned when they start trading. What differentiates successful people from not successful people is what they do with that. Do they make that their fee for education, like their tuition? Do they learn from it? Or do they just keep doing the same things until they have no money? That's what makes the difference between winning and losing. Winners and losers in crypto. Are you learning from your mistakes or not? If you're not, you're on a one-way ticket to zero. You can also just buy you can also just hold, do nothing. The problem with that is it's really not that easy. Some of the most successful holders I've ever met are people who've just forgot about it. Just bought and walked away. It's hard to do. If you watch it, you're going to have a hard time doing that. What's up, Shrink Tech? Preach it, right on. You don't sell anything. Dude, it's a man in his crypto, hard to part. Blockchain games, that's not a bad idea, Ravilion. Not a bad idea. Geoffrey Dockett, man. Time and time again. Time and time again. Selling assets just to see them return to their prices you bought them. Yep. Yep. My vice. My vice could put her to sleep. Vice grip. Thom Crows is your PSN gamer tag. Right on, dude. Welcome, Moses. Welcome. You've been here, but welcome to the patron, bro. Make sure that isn't Grinder. It's how you get back up when you get knocked down. Fair. Very accurate, very fair. It's all about, like, there's no such thing as a loss. There's winning and there's learning. And that's all there can be. If there's anything else, one-way ticket to zero. One-way ticket to the liquidateds. Link pulling a tricky on me here. When I started this stream, it was raining really heavily. And it was really windy and it felt great in this room. And since then, the rain has stopped. And it's a million degrees in here again. I gotta turn on the AC. Give me a sec. Joe Jester, Suheel Sorani, Peter Kramarek, Minton Anand. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the fam. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching out there, hit those subscribe buttons, hit the like buttons, join the Discord. I'm going to turn that air conditioner on. I'm going to throw up the smoke screen just for a second. I've just found that for whatever reason, less people leave when I do this. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to put on the right chart first, though, so you have something to look at. That's not it. If I can find it. There we go. Actually, I gotta change my big batteries here quick too. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. I hope we didn't lose too many people there. We always do, though. Smoke screen down. Yeah, I got tanner since that picture. Right on. What's up, Craig? Borq. And yeah, I already called it. I already shouted out Joe Jester, but Joe Jester again. Welcome, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Good to have you. Good to have you. Tom's Mannequin. That's the name of my band. Tom's Mannequin. Yeah, we're just watching this ugly climb back up. Retracing. It was looking into your soul. And I saw what was there. I saw your secrets. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Healthy decline there. We've been declining. That's 30 minutes. Wow, we lost 100 viewers. That's 30 minutes. Probably other people are streaming now. We've been live for... How long have we been live for? It doesn't really tell me anymore. It used to say, like, been live. Or... streaming for... Oh, no, it does. Started 2 hours ago. Fair enough. Who else is streaming? We're number 2. Who's number 1? Oh, great. Cardano scam stream is number 1. Trader's Reality is on. That might be why. How's he have 1,000 viewers, man? Good for him. Good for him. Well, there we are. Retracing. Slowly back to our target. What else can we talk about? Oops. Closed the stream tab. Is it around the blockchain? No, it didn't. Oh, by the way, guys, I'll be on ATB again the 8th. So keep an eye out. I don't know who the guests are yet. But I'll be back. Be back on there. Dude, the new Witcher animation movie Mother Gaia is freaking awesome. Vesemir. I told Vesemir about it. I don't know if you ever watched it. One of our OG community members named Vesemir, and the new Witcher animated movie all about Vesemir. Very cool. Highly recommended if you liked The Witcher. Highly recommend. Not going anywhere. I'm still here. Almost to our 0.5. I do not like the way we've approached it. I don't like this indecisive, slow up slanting channel. It just looks like it wants to break down. Five-minute momentum's good, though. 15-minute rolling over. So here's what we didn't want. This is going to give me a little bearish bias for the short term. This is what we didn't want. This is what we were looking at the start of the episode. So we didn't want to see a lower low on our money flow on the 15. We can see that we got it. We outlined this. We didn't want that. So that doesn't mean we're dropping to zero. But that does kind of put the brakes on the rally. Had we not gotten this low, I would be looking for a higher high in today's candle. Now I'm not. We could invalidate this by really pushing up, but odds are that that's not going to happen. I think the probability is the other way. Probability is that we're going to see it roll over after probably a lower high, roll over. And then what we're going to want to see is a very brief selling, very brief period of selling or money flow moving into the negative. We don't want to have a lower low versus the first, which is today, versus a few hours ago. We want to see a higher low, and then we want to see our higher high. This is how that could play out bullishly. But with that lower low here, just doesn't look as awesome as it did. It's okay. So I think this is what we're going to see. 0.5, yeah. Golden pocket. Wasn't add up well. 477. Maybe we'll see this. We could still just see that. But with that, that 15-minute rolling over, I think we get a selling wave. Maybe we go to 477. Maybe we go to 475. Pick back up. It's not doomy. It's just not ideal. I was really hoping we get to hold that. Maybe the 30 or 40. Maybe these other time frames will give us some betters. Well, 30-minute actually still looks good. The problem is that 15 is going to weigh heavily on it. So the 30-minute could suggest that 15-minute scenario of just blasting up, setting a new money flow high here locally could happen. It's actually maybe siding with that on the 30. We see the 30 still trending up. VWAP's just moving positive. And we really are just going to look to have a higher high here. Not that far away. Momentum is pinching. So 30-minute saying, hey, don't lose hope yet. 45-minute actually is very compelling. 45-minute VWAP's come up. VWAP is rolling over. We have eclipsed that high. That's what we're looking for. We came off of a higher high, so now what we want to see is VWAP spike up. Something like that. This is getting tricky. It's not clear cut. Or it's coming up. It's not clear cut. It is confidence building that the longer time frames are looking better. That 15 still is telling me there's some kind of move, some kind of pulling back, even if it's subtle. You don't even really need that indicator to tell you that. You just look at this pattern. The probability of that breaking to the downside is very good. Much higher than 50%. Probability of breaking to the upside, much lower than 50%, but not possible. Not possible. Yay, Vesemir, there you are, brother. Did you watch it? Did you? Bull run, do I think DL's still in crypto? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe he, he was born into the bear market. What's up, Narbro? Yo, Alex Nogel, don't ever apologize. Look, there we go. Don't ever apologize for taking a nap, bruh. We are a nap-friendly community. Is Bitcoin ever going to drop, or is this the road to 100K? Well, I believe it's the road to 100K either way. Still could drop. Still on the road to 100K. So both, yes. I went to 7-Eleven, get some ice. Oh, you're ready. Oh yeah, we're still going at him. We're hardcore. It's the first of the month. We're going to be live every day here, guys. We're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to be live the next day. Because the beginning of the month is the only time that makes sense to sign up for Patreon. And so we go live so that we can communicate that. Oh, please share the link. Share the link everywhere, man. You all have my total permission to share all of my links at any time. Period. Always. Yeah, beginning of the month's the only time it makes sense to sign up for Patreon. So we'll be live tomorrow. We'll be live the next day and the next day. Usually the first 7, like the first week, we're live back to back to back. And then on the 8th, I'll be on Across the Blockchain. Probably won't stream that day unless it's real crazy. I'll probably do what I did last month. Probably put together a video to release the day of. So on the 8th, like to publish before I go on. So look forward to that as well. There we go. Views are coming back up now that Across the Blockchain ended. Welcome back, everybody. Yes, we are still live. Satoshi Shibanuma has become a member. Thank you, bro. King Yoshi has subscribed. Dinner Goater has subscribed. Welcome to the fam, everybody. CBBI, nope. I haven't heard of it. Feel free to talk about it. Feel free. What is that? What else does it do? King Yoshi. I can't do it. Yoshi, whatever. Yoshi, best character in Mario. Hot take. Dear Wiener Coin, no. Never heard of it. So the problem, I haven't never heard of it. The problem with like any of these models that we look at is that the models are fit. They're back tested. They're back fit. So they have the data points, and then they make a model around those data points. So it doesn't have any real implication for the future. That's the problem with most of these models you've heard of, like Pi Cycle Chart, Stock to Flow, anything almost you can name. Is they're not predictive, but they're presented as if they are predictive. That's the problem. When you have the data, it's very easy to fit a model to it. Very easy. If that model then proves itself, then it becomes valid in my mind, and then it's something you should watch. But almost nothing. I don't know if there really are any models like that. Linear regression, maybe one of the only ones. Pi Cycle, yep. That's the thing is, can Pi Cycle call the top? Sure. But to say that you can use it to make decisions is like, it might work. But that's just like guessing. It doesn't make sense to use them predictively until they've predicted something. That's about it. Like, the problem isn't like using them. The problem is like people present these as if they are predictive, yet they've never predicted anything. And it's just confusing to new traders. That's my issue with them. Is new traders aren't aware of that. They're like, wow, this thing fits perfectly. Yeah, of course it does. Because they built something to fit perfectly. So just be weary. Just be weary of it. Don't get caught in them. Rim shot emoji. I don't know, man. Matic. What's up, MD? What's up, Corey? Alex? Dad jokes for the win. Horse. Juan Chain. I don't know. We've looked at a bunch of coins today. I'm not even sure what I'm waiting for. Like what I don't know. I didn't have a plan today. Worst scammers. Guys, join the Discord, and when you do, verify. Because you will get bots that message you. We do our best to keep them out, but it's very difficult. I just got a message from one that's in our server, and I'm banning them. Boom, ban. Dude, like hundreds of bots a day join our server. We keep them at bay, but it's not easy. Have that verify thing that's done a great job. Like, this used to be rampant. And now it doesn't happen very often, but I just got one, so I gotta kick a bunch of these that all joined in the same second. Rest in peace if you just happened to join at the same time. Alright, I'll finish that up later. Whew, there's so many. There's so many yesterday. But if you're not a bot, feel free to join the Discord. In fact, I encourage you to. All right, Rico, ETHBTC. All right. That's weird. Denner Goddard, that's odd. YouTube unsubscribed you. I've never really heard of that happening. I've heard people say that. I've never really heard of it happening. I don't know. That's beat is what it is. That's beat. But hey, it's good to have you back either way. Either way, good to have you back, my friend. Welcome. So what are people looking at on LTC? BTC. Money flow's okay on the monthly. Oh, it's our first green money flow on the month. No bullish divergence, sadly. On the week, money flow is looking to roll over on the weekly. See money flow trending down. It did very briefly in February this year flip positive. It's only the second time it's ever been positive on this chart. Lows coming up, highs coming up. That's decent. I don't know if the weekly is signaling it's ready yet. No divergence there again. MACD, okay. All right, MACD, a little bit stronger bullish argument here for LTC BTC on the weekly, looking to roll over. Same with money flow. I think that those two are decent. Those are decent signs. We have a little bit of resistance, though. We have so much resistance. So many resistance. It's hard. There's so many resistances on this chart that it's hard to even start, because you can just have a very crowded chart very quickly. Here's where I'll start paying attention. 00411. Zero, 0411. That breaks. We have a green quarterly. That'd be a big sign. If that can happen before the end of this month, that'd be huge. That'd be huge. 0.004, you're above weekly resistance. To the downside, you might find support 0.034. Might be testing new lows. If you get that, if that alert goes off, might be testing new lows. My faith in Litecoin unwavering. Litecoin, you know what, Rico? I bet you'll agree with me. Maybe not. Litecoin likely the maybe tied with BCH for most undervalued large cap. Historically undeniable. The day not looking too terrible. Finally back above the 20 daily, 50 daily. Might be looking for a test of the 200 at 0.042. That would make sense. I could see this as very feasible. I could see that. Man, the daily cloud still hasn't twisted. Oof, that's rough. But you are above your TK and KJ. I want to see a trade below there again. Has a good pattern going. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get my hopes up yet. You have a very weak spot in the cloud here in October, November. Very weak. That is an exceptionally weak cloud on the weekly. Exceptionally weak. Weekly TK, man. I mean, it's been so coiled for so long. It's like it's hard to trust it. You know, it's looked like it's going to break out forever now. Forever. I don't know. What are you guys seeing on it? I don't see much. Maybe the lower time frames. I mean, there's a lot of rolling over going on. Like the 12-hour looks like it's rolling over, the daily, the weekly. But we haven't seen the reaction yet. We haven't seen the move. You have a lower low. You had a low in money flow. You almost flipped positive. You went back to money flow exiting, and now you're trending back. This does look like it wants to roll over on the daily. This is the 12. On the 12. But it also looks like it wants to roll over on the daily. Also looks like it wants to roll over on the weekly. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot in that sense. You see a lot of pieces starting to move. But man, I gotta see 0.0411. Higher low on the daily and weekly. Yes. And monthly. Higher low on the monthly, quarterly. Higher low on every time frame. It is an early call. It's an early call, but man, you guys know how I feel about Litecoin. I think it's a good call. Could play something like that. Could look to weekly support here. Played even back to the previous high. That's 7.5 to 1. 85% reward versus 11.5% loss. It's like, I want this more than anybody, man. I want this more than anybody to roll over. Just show us the money. It just hasn't done it yet. Like a lot of these indicators, like literally every time frame. Holy moly. Literally every time frame. 4-hour, 12-hour, daily, weekly. No, I can't remember about monthly. I don't want to say monthly yet, even though I kind of think it is. I don't want my bias to interfere with it. 90 minutes already rolled over, and it's looking good. It's a strong climb. 2 hours rolled over, exact same strong climb. Let's see where that changes. 3 hour just rolled over in the last 3 hours. I see why you're looking at Litecoin now. I see it. I see it. There's the potential. I see it, brothers. Man, Bitcoin's boring. We had this spicy drop, and now we're not really seeing anything. September, red or green, Kev? Bro, I'm saying green, buddy. I'm saying very green. Prediction for Litecoin by the end of the year. Well, like all calls. Like all end of year calls, it's like it always comes down to, did Bitcoin break a new all-time high? If it did, then we can get some spicy calls. I can see it trading to 850 as pretty conservative target. 2,500. I think Litecoin has the potential for this. It's funny because that's almost the same target as Ethereum. It would be easier, though. This is what people don't understand. It would be easier for Litecoin to trade to 8,000 than Ethereum. Because there's less Litecoin. That's why. Litecoin can have half the market cap as Ethereum and have the same dollar value. It'd still be much smaller. So I think my good guess for that answer. So by end of the year always makes it tricky, because does Bitcoin break to a new all-time high by the end of the year? Yeah, I believe it will, but we don't know. If it doesn't, then all of these higher calls are kind of out. I'd first start looking 853, then 7,000. I know. Impossible. Impossible. No, it's really impossible. That Doge traded from a fraction of a penny to 69 cents this year. That's what's impossible. The possible is possible here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. This daily is going to close pretty solid regardless of what happens, it seems. This is just not a confidence building pattern. Green dot on the weekly LTC BTC. I think there's been a few though, hasn't there? Ben mentioned September was only down because of China miners and rainy season. But wait, are you referring to the China ban? Because that was not in September. I guess it could be the rainy season. It's just statistically has been the least bullish month in Bitcoin history. There's only 11 sample size. I'm betting against that. Eric Sebastian, you're probably a bot, man, but if not, currently living in a tent, hodling, there you go. Oh god, there's a bunch of bots. Crypto investments a bot. The bots. Bots and dots. I just got a KSC alert. Let's look at KSC. KSC breaking out Qcoin. Broke 1430 something. There we go. Ooh, you are fancy, my friend. Qcoin looking fancy. Ooh, break 1450 and it gets spicies. Yeah, this is locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. Ooh, it's so close to breaking out. It's so close to breaking out. I'd be looking for about 50 bucks. Maybe a pit stop at 25. If we break 1450. That's spicy though. it looks angry. I don't own any KCS. I'm not really one to purchase like platforms coins. I have some BNB. That's really just because it was the first one to do it. You are so close to breaking out. We might see this here. Or it might just sell right back down. 27, yeah. 27. First, you got to beat daily resistance at 1875. You break here, you're looking for 1875. But I think you're more likely to move up to that 25-ish area, 27. You'll consolidate somewhere along the way. Whether it looks like this, or it looks like this. Don't know. Not the first time it's traded here, though. But what we're seeing is that pattern we're seeing across the space. Testing resistance over and over again. Weakening it each attempt. Setting higher lows. This is much more macro, though. You can see this pattern is much bigger than a lot of coins. I think this thing looks great. That weekly. That weekly is just so strong. If it does fail at the all-time high, daily resistance, weekly resistance, whatever, around 18, if it does fail, you may look to enter at like 1050 on the 20 weekly. That could happen. I could see that happening. Roll your dice. That's pretty much where we're at with this baby. Looks strong. Roll your dice. It's tested this before. It keeps testing it. It's going to break it eventually. Is today the day? This certainly has a possibility. Well, I got a new alert set on it. That should be good. Bitcoin looking ugly, but still just trudging back up. Just grinding its way back up to the golden pocket. What's up, Rob? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you over live, man. Good to have you here. There we go, pushing the high, going to that golden pocket, baby. All right. If it doesn't reject at this golden pocket, this is going to be a very weird retracement to climb this way. If it breaks up from that, this would be very weird. Wouldn't look right to me. More likely to move back down, in my opinion. But let's see. Let's see where our golden pocket takes us, man. If we do see a reject here, we can pick out a target early. Beard's itchy. I gotta shave this. Wouldn't really make sense to me to see that break up, but crazier things have happened. When we say that it shouldn't, really what we're saying isn't that it can't. We're saying that the probability is greater that it won't than it will. But when we say that, maybe we're talking 55% to 45%. So that means you flip a coin 100 times, 45%, 45 times is going to break it up. 55 it won't. In trading, that's how we profit. Probability. So it's not impossible. Just would be very weird to see that. Would make more sense to come back to 48.3. Oh, wow, that's a really tight range. 48.381 to 48.3. It's not even a $100 range. That makes sense. Could get real snarky. See that 48.560. Super shallow retrace and run, even possible. Bernie, you're another bot. What is up with all these bots, man? LTC going to 0.5 sat, 0.05 sats. Yeah, dude. I mean, eventually. What's card starter? Probably I could do that. Daniel Gubik. What you're looking for, man, is just ERC20, ERC752. Those are going to be the Ethereum chain. Where's Doge going? I don't think Doge has set off any of my alerts. We had a few targets on Doge recently. They hit. Seems to be quiet on the Doge front. What the heck is this? I guess it's Coinbase. Oh, Doge is actually pretty nasty. Holy. I think this is Coinbase, but boys, this is nasty. Look at this. Look at this. Daily support, 26.4 cents. I think 26.5 was like our upside target from down here. I'll pull up the real chart. Back tested on the daily. All it has to do is retake the 20. That's actually very exciting. Actually, really exciting. Because we're talking daily now. 25 too. Consolidated and back tested it beautifully. You're going to have tough resistance here, though. It's going to be tough here. You got to break through that. Bitcoin setting off alerts again. Switching back. I need to just close all these other ones now. There we are. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Break through that pocket, man. Let's just blast off. I'm down. What's trend fib extension? It's essentially what a parallel channel, but it's created using like fibs, the fib ratios versus just one ratio. Of course, I look back and then it stops. Bitcoin's very shy. Dude, Doge though, bros. You know, like I don't like hype and dodge. It's not my jam. But man, this has potential here. You had resistance, 26.3, 26.4 cents. Sold off to a lower low. Tested it as resistance again. Rejected. Set a higher low. Set a higher high. Back tested it. Now you're here. You have to get through the 20 daily right at 30 cents. That's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Not impossible. You break that 30 cents and you're looking for upside, man. You're looking for upside. 45-cent range, possibly higher. If you can sneak in a position there, oh, that'd be so sneaky, man. If you can sneak in a position nice and low, there's a very good risk to reward. Very good risk to reward to be made here. Daily rolling over. You caught my attention, Doge.
New coin I am hearing a lot about. Happy, probably not really chartable, but have you heard anything good, bad?
David B. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Happy. Can't say that I've heard of it. Man, that looks good. I think Bitcoin just went off again. There we go. Okay, touched the golden pocket top. Happy. Thank you for the 10, David. Appreciate you. It's good to see you. I haven't heard anything about it, but we can pull it up on the Gecko. Let me organize these charts here quick. Pulling it up on the Gecko. So it's an ERC20. Well, it's on the Ethereum chain. It's also on BSC. Polygon. Okay, I guess it's also Matic. It's Matic chain. Sometimes even I get confused with this stuff. Let's just say good. People are feeling good about it. Gate.io, Qcoin, Pancake Swaps. Not available in many places. Very low volume. Looks like the circulating supply, the total supply is pretty much out. Doesn't seem like there's any earmarked wallets. That's good. Market cap 15 million. Very small market cap. So I have not heard anything about this. But with any micro cap, we can draw some conclusions. Now, where's the info? It recommends Gate.io is an on-chain cybersecurity protocol. Oracles. Not a lot written there. Not a lot written there, to be honest. It's got some Twitter following. Cool. No developer repo. That's a red flag. Yeah, there's not a ton on here. Not a lot to look at. These articles are not related, even though they're here. I can tell they're not. Well, here's what I would say, my friend David. With a $16 million market cap, if this is a good project, which I don't know anything about this project, could be the best project in the world, could be a rug. I don't know. A $16 million market cap, your risk control is going to be your position size. If you have $100, let's say, this number, again, going to be different for everyone. An amount of money that's not a large position. So if your portfolio is $200, $100 is the wrong number for you. But I don't know, assuming someone has $10,000 maybe, or $1,000, like a 1% or less allocation could make sense. Again, not commenting on the coin, because I don't know anything about it. Bottom line is, you can have a very, very small position here. At that market cap size, that small position, if it does what you're thinking, as like you've researched it, you think it's a good project, if it does what you think it does, that $100 could easily be millions. Right? You're at $16 million. How many zeros get added to that? 1 puts you at 160. 100x is $1 billion. That's really not big for crypto anymore, even just vaporware projects. $10 billion, 1000x, so $100 times 1,000. The only thing you don't want to do, no matter what the project is. Yeah, to turn $100 into 100,000, that wouldn't be bad. But no matter really what, you just don't want to go ham into something this small. There's not enough volume. There's not enough liquidity. And the market cap's too small. It's too new. But a small investment in something so tiny can become a very big amount of money over time. I'm getting more alerts. Not related. There we go. We hit the golden packet. Now it's chilling. Let's see if it retraces. So we do have some overlapping values here. Our most shallow retrace lining up with our 0.5 retrace from our low to high here at 48.55. That would be probably the most bullish spot this could bounce from. Right here. And we're talking super zoomed in, super local. That'd be the most bullish. The more probable would be to move down towards that 48.3 level. That looks right. Actually, we need to move this. Yeah, same thing. Close enough. It's all within a few bucks. Of course, David. Of course, brother. It's great to see you, man. Patrick G. Yeah, dude, I don't do it often. And when I do, it's always the same advice. It's like, I'm not saying no one should invest in them, but I'm saying if you do, just, you don't need a ton, you know? Like, you don't need a huge position. That's kind of the advantage of the micro cap, is you can put in a very small amount of money and end up with a very large amount. If you put a very large amount in, you probably end up with a very small amount of money. Simply because the volatility will get to you. What up, Ricardo Cortez? You and your Shaw. Yeah, sure. I probably won't do any more requests after this, though. Is this the chart, or is the other one the chart?
Could you have the same look on Shah Tokenomics and new website? Safe Haven IO.
Oh, wait, what? Can I have the same look on Shaw? The chart or CoinGecko? Because the chart don't look too bad here. You didn't hold support of 0048, but you might be. You might be holding support here at 00432. That's our next potential. I don't know if you want me to look at the chart or the gecko. Yeah, Safe Haven does just sound like a scam. The day trading Doge followed what we preach and did well. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't even gloating. Everyone that's ever watched this channel and actually done what we suggest, trading style, investing style, they didn't do well like day one. It wasn't like the day one they were rich. But everyone who's followed it over time, if they just kept with it, all of them have succeeded. Joshua Jones, what's up, dude? Ricardo, I don't know. What did you want to see? I believe what the project does. I like his bounce potential here, though, but I don't know. Yeah, we can look at it on CoinGecko. Wait, I still don't understand, because same look at Shaw Tokenomics, but then you say Safe Haven. Oh, that is Shaw. Okay, got it. Got it. Let's look at the social. Robust following. Not a lot of... Actually, no developer commits. Just watchers. So people are watching, but they're not watching anything. There's no info on it here. Polygon. Huh. Wait, what? I guess these are the things on it. Thor. That's not good. No, Thor. I'm thinking Rune. Thor. Nothing wrong with that. So it's about inheritance. I don't really know how to read these sites. I don't spend much time on them. Their mission statement, we ensure that everyone everywhere has access to financial tools. I kind of wish they had more to say about their vision. It's got token info. 25 million, so it's micro cap. Micro cap. I'm not seeing anything here that really stands out to me as like very different from others. I mean, it says something about inheritance, and I think that's a problem that needs a solution in crypto. I mean, this site is professional. It looks good, but it's kind of generic. I do appreciate you there, Mr. Cortez. I don't know, there was really, it doesn't have anything here on CoinGecko. CoinGecko, I honestly, I wouldn't trust them with my money, but I trust them to vet sources. They're pretty good about it. They don't have anything, so, I mean, they listed it, that means something. You'll find a lot of coins, like you go to, we were talking about it earlier, you go to Hex, they don't even like list it. Where is it? Where's market cap? You get a market cap, I'm just gonna say 0. Wonder if that was true of Shaw. No, see, yeah, they actually give it a market cap. They're saying, hey, this is real traded volume. Hex, they say no. They say that's not traded volume. I don't know what their decision-making process is, but they've been a solid source. Been a solid source in the space. Mic check, mic check. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Guys, check out Patreon. Just do it. Let's get some more signups today. It's the first day. It's the best day to sign up. If you wait, you're just burning money, burning value. It's full of trade setups, macro market analysis, technical analysis, educational content, all exclusive to the patron. There is one-on-one crypto mentoring with myself available. We even have a cheaper thing that's new this month, limited time. Basically just for people who want to support the stream, doesn't really come with anything. Get the patron role in Discord. You can join patron nights. That's it. But it's cheaper, it's a lower price point. I thought there'd be more enthusiasm for that. I might remove that if no one signs up. Oh, I double charged this person. I'll have to refund it. Bitcoin just following the path. Man. Alright. We've been live for like 3 hours plus. Yeah, that's true, Joshua. Yeah. I'm looking for a little local retrace here. Things are looking good though. Basically, this is what we're going to do, guys. We've been on for a few hours. We're going to be live again tomorrow. We're going to be live again every day. Every day this week. So we have a lot to look forward to. Seriously, check out the Patreon. I hope a lot of you join us this month. Limited time memberships available, etc. Jump in the Discord, like and subscribe to the stream. Join us tomorrow. I'm going to go have a beer. He wants to have a beer. Come have a beer with me. Time to bounce. Yeah, I'm out. Later, Robert. Happy trades, everybody. Happy September. Join us tomorrow.